G'day, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Haven't streamed for a few days. It feels kind of weird. I went through a period where I was streaming every day last week, but good to be back. I'm refreshed. I've had a bit of time off. Feeling good, feeling good. So, um, how are you feeling, Winnie's boyfriend/husband? And any chance you shorten that fucking name anytime soon?
I was thinking about just making my username just WB/H
Sounds good.
because it is like I realize I saddled myself with the longest name possible. So it's like, if we were to, the call went in and you would call me back, you'd be like Winnie's boyfriend slash like it's just way too long to like try to get back into something.
Nah, it's a good name, but it is. I've noticed it's long when trying to tag like on my phone or something where you don't get the
The recommended kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
noticed I'm just being honest helped everyone out by shortening to just honest. So, but no. So look, hope you've been well and resting up, refreshed for ready for this one.
Yeah, I know we were doing those double showings last week, so it was kind of like you said. It was weird we didn't stream for a little bit, and you know now we're gonna do these two big back-to-back streams.
Yeah. No, so it'll be good. I think we needed some time to break, but I have been enjoying the double features, so we'll continue that when we can.
Sure.
Um, yeah. So look, today, guys, obviously we're doing the Myspace Molly calls, and we're going to do them over two streams because they're pretty long. Um, and we're going to do part one here today, obviously. And part two we're going to do tomorrow over on Winnie's boyfriend/husband's channel, which I'm very much looking forward to because it'll be nice to just jump on a stream and only have to talk, not have to worry about the setup, worrying about exactly when YouTube is going to fuck everything up for you. So I'm
Right.
looking forward to that being all of your issues, and then
Oh, I can't wait.
if and when it fucks up, I can just jump into the chat and laugh at you. So that'll be a lot of fun for me, at least. And
Sounds like a bloody bogan to me.
absolutely. And just on that, so obviously I know, it's MySpace Molly call. I know some people don't like them. Or not that don't like them, but can't listen to them. Much the same as the decoy calls and that. So if that's not for you guys tonight, completely understand. Like completely understand if people don't want to be a part of that, and that's why. Because usually I like to put in the title, a bit of a quote from the call, but I just wanted it to be quite clear. We're doing the MySpace Molly call, so if you're not up for that, no problems, and we'll catch you next time. But
Yeah, and you're saying that nice now we are on stream, but before we jumped in, you basically told them all to go fuck themselves.
that does sound like me. I am very rude. Um, but yeah, and so look, we'll keep it as light as possible, obviously. But look, I think even though obviously these are a bit rough because we know this was a real person as opposed to the
Yeah.
decoy in Kayla. I think they're important to go over because it highlights exactly what a piece of shit he is. I think sometimes when the stupid shit he does, all that kind of stuff, which is incredibly funny, and we also know that Kayla was a decoy and that ended up taking him to prison and kind of starting everything we have here now. So you can almost not take that seriously, but this does highlight what an absolute fucking monster this guy is. So I think for that reason they're important.
Yeah, no, I think this is probably the most important call that has ever come out of the catfishes because like you said, it's real. Lorne is talking about a real victim that he had.
Mm.
Somebody, a child that he, was grooming, um, and, his plan to meet up with them. So, uh, you know, before this all came out, he, would always say he never did it before, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, he's a fucking liar.
Mm.
So, um, I've heard some people say, well, because he is a liar, he could just be lying about this. I don't think Lorne would lie about this just to have sex with Debbie, like for the opportunity. I don't think he would do that. I think he tells her this, like the truth, to try and get her on his side. Obviously, how would that work? But in his mind, it makes sense. But it, yeah,
Yeah,
like you said, it is important.
and I agree. I don't think. I mean, I certainly think he is lying about aspects of this, and kind of
Yo, no, absolutely.
as we
Yeah.
go through, there's a few bits where I'm wanting to pick your brain as to your thoughts, because it definitely doesn't add up everything he says, and with Lorne, you always get maybe a sliver of the truth, kind of wrapped in a way that he thinks makes him seem better. But 100%, like if the majority of this wasn't true, he wouldn't have said it, because even though he somehow thinks that this will get him into Debbie's pants, even he understands that this
What it means
isn't good. Yeah,
say
and,
it.
and, and,
Yeah.
and what it means. And if it was all about, and I think the angle he's going with when he's like, talking to Debbie about it is, hey, look, I'm opening up to you and that kind of stuff. So he would understand that if you were going to make something up, there would be other things to open up about to try to you know to pull that trick, for want of a better word. But yeah, there's definitely things that don't add up to me. So rather than doing spoilers and that, as we go along, I'll be keen to
Yeah.
hear kind of what you think is a stretch and all that kind of thing. So look, let's jump into it. I want to say hello to everyone like I always do. So g'day, Cornville Councillor, Vast Ravioli, great to see you both. Mutang, Duplicarius, Hey Boo. G'day, Hey Boo, Whoopie Pie, Jeff W, Smokey the Cat, Crotein, Honorary Bogan, Neegi255. Things are going to be better now that you've quit your job. G'day, VA Hoss, Witchert, hello, Evil Little McNuggets, great to see you as always, and Gorilla Face Gwen, Asbury Brad, Spencer Silvera, Jen Etix, good to see you, Ragefield Virgin, and the Ghost of Tony Farmer. You get a shout out here, Tony, so stick around. Clown with the Knife, Amy A. Ramirez, the guy, Billy Batson, Chatchabate Billy, Shoo Shui, Herpes von Clustus, Lee agrees Evil Twin Il Reeg, Schmuckamuck, g'day, Donde Lita, Mam Yes Mam, Scott, Sadface09, hello there, Mandy S, hello fellow weirdo, Dark Atheist, who else we got? C. Morgul. Majestic Felcor. I'm going well, bro. How are you? Good and new lifestyle. Great to see you as always. Good and new lifestyle guru. Lorne's Burn Phone. Crago. Rick Borum. CNJ Dev. G'day, mate. Dark Atheist says, "What's up, mate? Is that Mahomes as your co-host?" This is awkward because I know that Pat didn't want his identity revealed, but you might as well give it up now when he's boyfriend and husband. So,
I mean, what? Thanks, man. I'm gonna sue you.
well, doxing is a pretty big part of this community, to be fair. So we just get in on the act now. But no, look, I reckon you're not too bad at football there. And you need something to do during the off season, clearly. So.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Oreo Pudding, Clover. G'day, Clover. Unless that's a new name, I don't think I've seen you before. So thanks for being here. Passed out Roy in the van. Get your fucking head off that horn. G'day, Shins Koala. And yeah, sums it up what I was trying to say before. I think there are kernels of truth in a lot of his lies, 100%. Sinjata MB. Cindy32, hello. Honourable celebrity. More crap for put downs. There's going to be a lot of crap for put downs in this one, so very apt. Cool Whip Cat. Juniper. Moton G, good and new. NC Metal Fan. Winnie Syllables, I love that name. David's Garage, Kingpin, Dubsy CC. I think I got everyone. As usual, if I missed you and you want a shout out, just yell at me. But kind of without further ado, should we jump into it?
Absolutely.
Awesome. And guys, like I say, it can be a bit rough at times, although this first part of the call, it's a bit, not dry, but he's just gets a bit boring in stages. But yeah, if you need a palate cleanser, just shout out, hey, and we'll do it. Well, come on, play.
out there, so
Who's Molly?
Oh no, I did. I missed Honest. G'day, Honest. Great to see you. I was just talking about how you've done the decent thing and shortened your name so you're easier to tag in the chat, unlike Winnie's boyfriend/husband. So,
Hey, if you keep complaining, I might add fiance into that.
fucking typical. Nah, great to see you, Honest.
She's a friend.
I don't ever remember you talking about her before.
One of those child friends that all adults have, you know. She's
Right.
just she's
It's
just a
crazy
friend.
to me that he considers this person a friend.
It's crazy.
She was a friend.
Lorne, you were friends with a little girl on MySpace?
Sorry, that always makes me laugh. Lauren, you were friends with a little girl?
Sounds pretty weird, doesn't it, Lorne?
She was 15 when I met her. She was 19 last time I talked to her. This is when I got incarcerated. Before that.
So multiple years where she was underage when you were talking. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, and what Debbie brings up, I think she was younger. Like he keeps saying, he just said 15 when they met.
Yep.
She had to be like 13.
Yeah.
Like
I
he's kind of
agree.
pushing. It's like all those guys when they're in the they're being questioned. It'll be like, how old were they? And they'll say, I don't know, 14, 15 when they were 13 to try to make it sound a little better.
Yep.
Even though it's all underage, but that's what he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And as if I remember correctly, as Debbie says in here a little bit later, you're like, the old trick of, but they were nearly 15, as if that makes any difference,
Right.
And g'day Special Moose and Kelpill and Pizza Driver. Good to see you all. Grillface Gwen says, can I do a big Les show Photoshop? Can you do a big Les Photoshop for me? Yeah, absolutely. That would be great. I think everyone has my email, but if not, I'll whack it in the chat, and that would be great if you could send that through.
Better be the only thing you're whacking.
Whack it in the chat.
How did you become friends with her?
I met her on the country music chat room. She was from Maine. They had country music chat rooms for every state. You go to different states, and they'd have country music chat rooms in every state.
Okay.
And I lived in Maine at the time.
Did you meet her?
No.
Did you try to?
Not for
tried.
Exactly, not for what a trying, Lorne. G'day, Rachel.
Because I just want to let you know, Lorne, I love you and I respect you, but there's more information about Molly than you know that's out there, so I just want to know from your point of view.
And I love that they did this, and like this
Yeah.
is key here. If they didn't drop that in, it would have just been straight denial. Like it would have been she was a friend. We didn't talk that much. Would have just, but it was very smart to just drop that in nice and early.
Right. It's master manipulation there by Emma.
Yep. Yep. And g'day, Killdeer.
Question is there about Molly?
I'll tell you, but I don't trust that you'll tell me the truth. So I'm not going to tell you until afterwards.
Didn't. Okay, you paused it, right?
It's paused. She might have written on the forum after doing a search for your name and told the forum a few things. Not that I believe her, but really no reason for her to lie. There is a reason for you to lie, though. That's kind of, I with all due respect, but knowing your patterns when it comes to this stuff, I'm curious.
Okay, me and Molly were going to try to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh my God. And he says we were gonna try. No, you, Lorne. She's a child. It's like that's what you wanted.
Exactly. And even just whenever he talks about be boyfriend girlfriend, like it's just so weird. It's so weird for a grown man.
Yeah,
to talk
it's
like
so
this.
immature. Like,
Yeah.
it's like for teenagers, like Molly's age, to kind of say that, be boyfriend, girlfriend, like
That's
how he says.
that's
It's
it.
not
Like,
mature.
no, and it's just like you can imagine, like, when he asked her to be boyfriend girlfriend, like him, like, looking down and kind of, rubbing his feet
Kicking his
in the
feet,
dirt, yeah,
like,
kicking his feet, and like he's like asking her to the school dance or some shit. Fucking weirdo. And g'day Pee Wee the Great, and also Strawberries and Gee. Is it Gee? Ghey? Maybe.
Yeah, 'cause she was just too young at the time, and we both talked about it and decided not to. So I was a good friend with Molly for 4 years.
Okay. She said that you
I-
guys
I-
were friends, but you were inappropriate at times during the chats with her.
Yeah, well, she was too.
Fucking hell.
Well, yeah,
Like,
but she was a little girl. Don't you fucking dare. Hear
I
me?
just said I know. I just said I know.
straight out of the bat, but she was too. Like, she's a kid. Like, it doesn't. And then he gets all shirty about it. I said I know. You're the one that A, tried to molest this child, and then B, tried to put it on her, like the 13, 14, 15-year-old she was, could make these decisions.
Right.
Fucking hell.
It's just, it's not just insulting, but it's just mind-numbing that he says that shit.
That's it, and then to get so fired up about it, like, not even concede, okay, look, that was wrong. It's like, I said I know, like, how dare you hold me to account?
Right. Emma rightfully gets mad.
Yeah.
Kind of gives him that shove, and then he gets, mad back. It's like, ugh.
Exactly, as Honest says in the chat, don't catch an attitude, Lorne.
Good. We can move on if you want.
I think I want to stop there tonight.
You can't just throw a fit because I asked a question about something in your past. It wasn't a problem that you talked with Molly, but I know, like you can't assign responsibility to a little girl. Even if
I
she was
didn't.
the first one, even if she turned her
yeah, I
camp on
did.
and she was naked.
Literally, a minute ago, he did that and got pointed out, and then he tried to say, I did it, and he's like, oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. G'day, Ellie, Chris Bromelo, and Ellison K. 20 minutes late to this party. Well, don't worry, there's plenty of the party left to go, so.
And if she did all of that,
Whoop whoop.
I'm just saying, like, please be aware that you just said, well, she did
I
first
did.
and she did too. But, like, she's little,
I
sweetie.
know.
She was just a kid.
I did try to neglect responsibility.
I think we can. I think we shouldn't quit tonight. I think because this girl, you could have met up with her and hurt her in the way that you were planning to meet Kayla, Lorne.
I know.
And I'm glad that you didn't.
What stopped you?
I forgot Tiffany was here.
Hey?
I said I forgot Tiffany was here. It was just Emma and Lorne talking for a while.
Yeah, there she is.
Great.
Well, but you said that you were going to try to be boyfriend and girlfriend with her. Did you already tell her that you loved her and all that stuff?
No, not right off the bat.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
not
not right off the bat,
but
Tiffany.
while you were still
Calm down.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta wait a little while. Like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
And Chris Brumlow, yes, he considers Molly an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, absolutely, not a victim. But that's like, he's all like, oh, well, not right off the bat. Like, clearly, Debbie, you haven't talked to enough underage kids. There's a way you got to go about it. Lorne will tell you. Listen up. Get a pen and paper.
No.
Fucking idiot.
talking to her because you were already about 32
Yeah.
and she was 15. So I'm wondering if the conversation was pretty much the same as what was happening here.
No, with me and Molly, it was completely different. She talked to me about her boyfriend and her family and problems in
Okay.
her family. I was the one that she would talk to about all of her problems.
And right there,
Right. So there was more
he says
conversation
this
there.
about. Oops, sorry.
Keep going.
He says this about all of his, victims that he tries to go off of. He thinks it makes him sound good because he'll say, oh, she had problems and I was there to talk to her about it. But he says that about every young girl that he chats. It just shows that that's who he's going, after, is vulnerable young girls. Like
Absolutely.
he makes it sound like, oh, I just help them, but no, you're going after them because they're vulnerable and can be manipulated. So fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. And he tries to position it like he's this benevolent, guy that just goes around trying to help all the troubled youth of the world. Like,
I could not think.
go.
I was just gonna say I could not think of anybody worse to ask for help or advice than Lorne Armstrong.
Exactly. Like, I mean, even another adult asking him for help or advice, he'd be the worst person to provide advice. And so not only the fact that no one should be asking for advice, the fact that if you're a child, he's only there to try to rape you is just just a clusterfuck. Like everything in Lorne's life, everything is a clusterfuck. Like it'd be better for everyone if he just didn't exist. It'd be better for him. Like, honestly, like non-existence would have to be better than the existence he currently has. Surely,
Has to be.
could be worse.
Kayla was there just to be like a shell of a teenage girl, and Molly was a real girl, so she's gonna have more going on in her life.
Yeah.
G'day, Pink Puggins.
I'm just curious how the boyfriend and girlfriend situation came up between the two of you.
That was just at the beginning.
How did that start? I know you're saying that you were in a country music chat room. So how did it start that you guys were going to be boyfriend and girlfriend?
Well, we started talking. It wasn't the first night. I don't remember exactly when, but I sang and she liked my singing, and she's asshole ticket of like Kenny Chesney.
That should have been a red flag there, Lorne, that she liked your singing.
That's right. Exactly.
I used to sing songs that she liked.
Okay.
Because she liked Kenny Chesney.
Okay. So then how did the boyfriend-girlfriend thing start?
I don't know. I don't remember exactly how that started.
Okay. So I'm really curious because I'm wondering how it could get from I like your singing to we're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
I don't know. I don't remember
What
if
did...
it was her that. I don't remember if it was her that mentioned it or if it was me.
It 100% was you, Lorne.
That's right. I could have a fair guess who it was, Lorne, and I don't think it was the child. And g'day, Danny Paramo. Yeah, sounds like a bit of a rough day there, but I'm glad, hopefully this can cheer you up a little bit.
So then how...
The more we both thought about it, there was like 3 years that she had to wait before her and I could see each other. And the more we thought about it, it's just like that was a long time for her to have to wait during her teenage years in high school. So we just decided against it, and we remained friends. And
no. She decided against it.
Exactly.
It's like the same thing. It's always we, but you decided to try and be boyfriend girlfriend. She decided not to. Like it's not both we.
No, and we know from future behaviour that he would never.
Never ever.
Yeah, he'd never unless he got another option. That's the only time he ever lets go of someone. So, and given that this person isn't a catfish who are going to keep him on there for the content, it's not it's not going to be that case. G'day, Winnie Stapler.
She's a very special person.
Did she mention that she posted in our forum a few years back wanting to discuss, like you were, Lorne, you gave her your last name too. You wanted to marry her and all this stuff, she said. And the reason I believe her is because you've done that to every female besides me that I know you've talked with. And I'm wondering if remembering about Molly, if it's so difficult because it's reminding you that you actually might have a predilection for little girls, for younger girls. You celebrated that Kayla had not yet grown any pubic hair, or not that much. And then there's a 15-year-old that you wanted to be your husband, and there's Kayla, and then the other chats, allegedly, I don't know because you don't remember them, that you had with the other Disney girl and Kimmy Cocoa Puff. And it's paused, but I'm just wondering if you understood that is a part of you. It's not something that goes away.
I didn't understand any of it then.
What about now?
Well, now I understand that's not what I want. But I've always wanted an adult woman. What exactly happened? I'm still fighting, trying to understand it all, figure out just exactly where I went wrong, and when my thought process started going off.
How many others have you talked to?
Molly's the only other one that I ever talked to that was underage.
Wrong.
Why would Molly be the only other one?
Well, because, well, no, there was one other one. She was 17. It was Melissa.
Melissa, where was she at?
She was in Maine.
She was in Maine?
Her too. Yeah, she had a lot of problems.
And how did you meet her?
On the internet. She was in a chat room. I think she was in a country music room or a Maine room or something like that.
Okay. And then did you ever meet her?
I did.
Okay.
Her and her friend came over to meet me when my nephew was there.
And this is weird. Like, this is weird. You know, this story here. Like, I don't believe that she was of age, as he would put it. And I just don't. Like, he just acts like they rocked up. Like, you know, you would have had to know they were coming. Like, you'd have to give them their address. It's not like, you know, you just walk around Maine yelling out Lorne.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's like, you know, she showed up with a friend and it was just him and his nephew there. Oh, wow. Isn't that convenient that there's two people coming and two people at the trailer?
Exactly. Like, that, it's, you know, and obviously a lot of this is assumptions, but it seems a lot more organised and very odd that him and his nephew there are drinking together for these two girls to come over.
Right.
And yeah, I would imagine that they've got there and weren't there very long because they realised what was happening.
Todd was actually
Came over to your...
over to my house.
They went to your house?
Yeah, but I think she was like 19 at the time that she came over.
So you talked to her for 2 years?
I think I actually talked to her 3 years, I think. And the last I knew,
So then she was underage.
100%.
She would have been 16.
Yep.
So the thing you just said 45 seconds ago is a lie.
That's right. And at the maximum, she was 16 when they started talking, because then he gets going, oh, she wasn't 19, she was 18. And, you know, if you let it run out longer, probably well, she wasn't 18, she was 17. If she wasn't 17, she was 16. She was nearly 15. Like that's essentially what he's doing here. Like, but he's not smart enough to even realise right then. He has just said, yes, she was underage when we started talking. He can't put those two together.
Right.
Wisconsin or Montana or somewhere around there.
Okay, so...
I think.
Well, yeah, but this is way after. We're talking about when this was happening.
When that was happening, I was just talking to her. It wasn't anything.
Okay, so when she came over to your house, what happened then?
Nothing. Her and her friend sat in the chair, and me and Todd talked to them for a little bit, and then they left. Todd was around her age.
Todd was around whose age?
I think Todd was around. Actually, I think Todd was a year older than them, I think.
How old was she really? We're not
When she
recording
came
right
over?
now, Lauren. This is the time for you to
When
be
she
really
came over,
honest.
I just told you, when she came over, she was 19.
Well, the issue that I'm having is a lot of times you lie, and I understand why you are, because you're scared. But this is the time for you to be honest with me.
Okay, I'm being honest. If she wasn't 19, she was 18. She was of age.
So you talked to her for 2 years?
It's a time to be honest, Lorne. Tell us where the girls are. And g'day.
Yeah, like Chris Watt.
Exactly. G'day Imbergo, and I am the Senate and Kathy Mack. Thanks for being here, guys. And your favourite Aussie lawnographer Imbergo. Well, it is a pretty small pool, but hey, I'll take whatever I can get. So thank you.
Years, so she was really
Thank
16.
you. I know I am your favorite Australian streamer. I appreciate it. I can hit the hello. I can hit the Australian hello.
Oh, that's enough out of you, Pat. Go back to throwing footballs.
When
mate.
you started talking to her, if that was the case.
Yeah, maybe she was 16. She might have been 16.
Okay.
But if she was 16, she was close to 17. She didn't
That
just turn
doesn't
16.
matter.
Well,
That's right. Like she's still 15. Like it doesn't matter, and holding on to that means nothing. Just stay away from any child. That's pretty simple.
You know, the thing that I noticed is that a lot of times the guys would say stuff like, she's almost 14 or she's almost this, because then it doesn't sound as bad. It sounds like she's a little bit older than just saying she's 16, she's 17. It's better for them to say she's almost 17, she's almost 18. So what happened after that?
Nothing. I never saw her again
Why didn't you?
because we were just friends.
Then why
And g'day, Dr. Cassandra Vaughn.
wouldn't you see her again, unless you were thinking
And the dude.
when she came over to meet you,
Matt
or when
Ryan.
you started talking to her,
Speaking of
that you were
quarterbacks.
going to be boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, she was hurting when I first met her. She was not in a good position when I first met her. So when I first met her online.
Well, thank God.
Did you
Thank
have
God you were there, Lorne.
Any feelings of wanting to be her boyfriend, though, even though she had a lot of problems?
All right, Craig Owen Ellison. I'm going to queue up this video you keep talking about, ready for a palate cleanser. But it's on you guys. If this is shit, I take no responsibility.
I don't know
And
if I did or not.
I'm gonna ban you, both of you and Craigo and Allison, if it's bad.
Oh,
Maybe that brought something out in you, like, I can protect her, I can help her out, and so that started some romantic feelings.
well, maybe it did. I don't know. I know it helped her out a lot, being someone to talk to, because she had a boyfriend, and when I met her, she didn't have a boyfriend though. I think it was like a year later she had a boyfriend.
Oh, that would have had to have pissed him off.
She talked to me a lot about him.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was really confused about things.
Do you think she might have been more around Molly's age when you started talking to
No.
her?
I started talking to her. No.
Okay. So what would make you talk to somebody for 2 years? That's a really long time, especially if they're in the same state as you and you're feeling romantic toward them. What would make you wait that long?
Then,
Yeah.
Lack of options.
it's kind of like with Amanda. Amanda.
Amanda James.
Yes.
Okay. So how is she
Oh,
like
man.
Amanda James?
Well, she wasn't like Amanda James the way that I was. With Amanda James, it was 2 years with her. And I waited 2 years. I didn't date anyone or anything.
Okay, so when you were talking to Melissa, who was probably about 16, you're thinking you didn't talk to anyone because you didn't want to cheat on her?
No. I was talking to other people. I was talking to Molly at the same time I was talking to Melissa. I was also going out and stuff like that, too.
Okay, well, you said that she was like Amanda.
What?
I said I wasn't. I said I was.
He's all mixed around. He doesn't know what he's saying.
He's completely bamboozled himself. He's like, I thought this was going to make me sound good, but now it doesn't. I'll take it all back.
Like Amanda. 2 years, not going out with anyone or anything like that. That's how I just talk to someone not doing it. But with Melissa,
I'm sorry, I don't know.
just friends with Melissa. I don't know. I get lost somewhere there. You asked me.
Yeah, you got Us.
You asked me.
He just gave up. He's like, I can't untangle this. And g'day, Chloe Dubois, and also Dragon Words,
How I could go 2 years with just talking to someone.
and Old G.
Yeah, when you were talking with Melissa, because I get Amanda. She was in Pennsylvania. You were all the way out in Washington, so it wasn't like you could just go and meet each other. I understand that. But when it came to Melissa, she's in Maine, you're in Maine. Talking to someone for 2 years, especially a teenager who's pretty much going to bail, pretty quickly. What made you want to talk to her for that long?
Just because she needed a friend to talk to. Her and I were friends. We did like each other.
Okay. What made you have an interest in her?
Yeah, well, it took a while, but no, maybe it was just because of
G'day, Egbert.
where she turned to me for advice and stuff.
Okay. So she needed
That might have
you.
been part of it. Yeah, maybe that was part of it.
Did you guys exchange pictures and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything?
We didn't exchange that many pictures. I think I only got like 3 or 4 pictures of her.
Okay. Were any of them a little provocative?
No.
Liar.
They were just
You need to
straight
click on the
pictures.
answers, Lorne.
Yeah, I think this is just another one of his, technicality type shit where they said, when he was asked by the cop, did you send her any pictures? And he's like, no. And he's like, it was video.
Right.
Like, as
Right.
if that means anything.
Yeah, and Allison, he doesn't sound drunk in these calls. He just is very defeated. Like he doesn't really want to talk about this, so his voice is really low and he sounds tired. I mean, I'm sure he had a few drinks, but nowhere close enough for where Lorne would get drunk. He needs like 25 beers.
Yep. And this was following on from a chat log reading. So, and they were all designed around to try to make him, he was doing a little performance to try to show how sorry he was so people would feel bad for him. So I don't think he would, even Lorne wouldn't, risk being too fucked up so that he didn't sound as pathetic as possible.
Right.
Just straight pictures.
Straight
Of her
pictures.
face, not even of her body.
Okay. What did she see of you?
She saw me on cam.
Oh, you had a cam back then too.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Before you even ask it, I know what you're going to ask now.
Yeah, of course they're gonna ask you.
He actually has some kind of self-awareness there to say,
Right.
no, I know what you're thinking.
He knows where it's going.
Yeah, but doesn't have any furniture or anything, but has a webcam. Webcam in a computer because
It's more important.
that's right. It's more important that he molests children than it is to have the absolute essentials of life.
Why not?
I don't know, because we were just friends.
Yeah, but you were saying that you were feeling romantic toward her.
Yeah. I wasn't the same person back then either.
Well, yeah, but if you're feeling romantic towards someone, that's more than a friendship. So you're gonna want to be intimate with them, or at least talk about being intimate, and that showing yourself would be something that you're sharing with people that you have that type of an interest with.
Yeah, it never went there with me, Melissa.
And I'm not here to judge you, Lorne. I really want to talk this out.
I am. It's exactly what I'm here for, is to judge you.
Yeah,
So
why else would
that
we?
you can get it out on the table. I think that you've been holding this stuff in for a really long time. And I know that going through this chat is really hard to do. Because right now you're reading it to an adult. And that has to be hard. So when I'm talking to you about Melissa and Molly, I really want to know what type of conversations that you were having then. Because it sounds like the experiences that you were having on the internet were going in a really bad direction.
Yeah, I noticed that. But there wasn't anything bad about Molly or Melissa.
What would make you stop it with them, but you went forward with Kayla?
I don't know.
Did Molly and Melissa ever tell you that they weren't interested in seeing your cam or your naked body or anything like that?
Did they ever tell me that they weren't interested in seeing me? No.
Yeah. Or did they ask to see you?
Well, I don't know. I don't remember if they did at all.
Is it pretty likely
Molly
that they
had a
did?
cam. Molly had a cam, and I saw Molly on cam too.
Okay.
That doesn't.
So what happened when you guys were camming together?
What were you gonna say?
It was just like it's like that little kid where it's like, me and you, like we ate my mom's cookies and I got in trouble and I was like, well, so did Cornville. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I didn't, she also had a camera. Yeah. Who gives a fuck? Like
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that you also didn't do something wrong.
That's right. But that's it. Like the whataboutism is one of his weapons that he uses. You know, when the tears and everything else don't work, it's like, well, what about them? You know.
Right. What about it?
talk.
Yeah.
So you talked the same way, like how you were typing with Kayla at the same time you were on cam and she was typing to you
No.
at the same time. So you both were
No.
doing the same thing. What do you mean?
We were talking.
Oh, you were talking over the microphone.
We were talking over the microphone. And we'd also call each other and talk to each other on the phone too.
Oh, okay. And you would be sitting there on the camera?
No, because my computer wouldn't let me have the cam and the microphone on at the same time.
Oh, okay. So what did you used to do when you're talking to either Melissa or Molly and you would start to get turned on because you would be having romantic feelings toward them?
I don't know. I know I'm feeling uncomfortable with the conversation.
What is that?
So I know I'm feeling uncomfortable with the conversation.
So.
Yeah, I can imagine that you would feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. You're talking about the crimes you've committed.
Yeah, that's right. It's like it's just another thing like he changes anything. It's like, you know, he'd be confessing to the cops and like, oh, I'm not really comfortable anymore. Like, oh, okay, Lorne, no worries, mate. You go, because I know
Free to go.
I know, you know, no one wants to be in an uncomfortable conversation. So just don't do it again.
But I'm not uncomfortable.
I'm not the one on the table here.
I understand. The thing is that it's really important to analyze this type of stuff so that you can see where things started. You can see where your first experiences came from, where your interest and how you kind of knew how to navigate these types of relationships online. Because I have to tell you, when going through this chat, even so far, there's so much that you knew how to do already as far as keeping yourself hidden. Because I know that you were scared. It must have been a really scary thing.
All right, hold on. Let me use the bathroom.
Okay.
He's got to get away.
You there?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Emma still there?
Yeah, she is.
I'm here. What, did you go rub one out?
Could you
Yeah, what?
imagine? This was getting him turned on.
Yep. I mean, I don't. In his defense, I don't think he actually did that, but it is so funny that Emma says that. Because it is the same. In this case, like, I don't think anything about what happened in here excites him, because he's right under the pump. But it's the same kind of behaviour that was when he was talking to Kayla. Like, when anything gets exciting, he had to go and, you know, get it.
BRB coffee.
Yeah, BRB coffee and that. Like, it's like when he gets too overwhelmed,
Overstimulated.
overstimulated
kind of,
for either good things or bad things. He's just got to leave for a bit and come back. Well, that's one of the funniest things in the chat log is after he asks her if she wants to marry him, and then before she can answer, he's like, BRB coffee. Like,
Beer coffee.
Like, can you imagine?
Yeah, imagine, you take your girlfriend out to dinner and you get down on one knee. You say, will you marry me? And then you get up and go get more, ice cream before she says anything.
Yeah,
Like,
be right back. Just got to piss. Like, just let me know when I
yeah,
get
can you
back.
stay right here?
Fucking idiot.
Did you go rub one out?
I'll put it this way: I had a lot of fruit today.
Ugh, I hate
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
he says that shit all the time.
All right, man of fiber. I just wanted to let you know it's still not recording. So.
Says not recording. So I'm going to tell you
No.
this one thing. Me and Molly
Okay.
had strong feelings for each other.
What does
No.
that mean?
Meaning, she was 18 when this was wrong, but when I was down in Nashville, she was going to come down to Nashville to see me, and we were going to try something then. Me and Molly tried to see each other one other time when we in the first year that we met. It was like
Okay.
towards the end of the first year that we met. Tried to see each
Okay.
other, but I went up to see her, but I brought somebody with me. 'Cause we were just
What did
gonna
you
see
bring
each
with
other.
you? Was that Roy?
No, it's irrelevant. Brought somebody-
This is what he
I brought
does the
somebody
rest
with
of the
me.
call,
Mm.
where he'll give some little spicy information and then refuse to answer, and then after about 5 minutes he'll just give the answer. Because I think it's that thing of Lorne wants to be asked, so he'll say something for you to ask the question because he wants to talk about it. Just like in that Ramona call, the whole, you didn't say anything to me all day. You said go away and blah 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 blah.
Mm.
He says, and I'd tell you this other thing if I knew I wasn't going to get my ass reamed out for it. It's like, well, don't say it. Like,
Yeah.
he said that just so Ramona would ask. So he really likes that, to have them kind of chase him and ask questions.
That's right, and it is. I think he likes being asked questions because that to him is interest in that,
Closeness.
and it is also a very childish way to think. It's like, when a kid knows they've done something wrong, they want to come clean, but they don't want to get in trouble for it. So they'll say to their parents, "Oh, I've done something, but I can't tell you it because you'll be mad." And what they're hoping is that the parent says to them, "Look, we do things wrong. As long as you're honest, we'll make the punishment, as least severe as possible." That kind of
Right.
thing. So that's what
Exactly.
he's wanting them to say. No, it's okay, Lorne. I'm not going to be mad, so you can tell me, which is so childish. And I think the other thing he does, and in this case, I think he is, throughout this call, he does this, is it's like he's testing the waters the same way he does with the LOLs in the chat. Like, he's, when he says something that he thinks might be taken bad, he finishes it with an LOL. So if,
Right.
the decoy came back and said, "Oh, you fucking asshole, I can't believe you say that to me." He's like, "Oh, I was only joking, precious." So in this case, he's kind of like saying, "Oh, look, someone came with me, but giving no more information." So, and judging her reaction. So if her reaction was, "What, you took another person to meet a child, you fucking disgusting pig," he would have pulled right back. Would have been like,
Right.
"Well, no. We went up there for something else." But because she doesn't do that, eventually he's happy to kind of introduce the fact that it was Tony in there.
Right.
Because we're
He's a manipulative little prick.
just going to
No.
see each other. We weren't even going to talk to each other. We weren't even going to touch each other or nothing. We're just going to see each other because we both wanted to know that we both existed.
Lorne, who did you bring with you?
This doesn't
Come
make
on.
sense the entire time.
No, now this is
Like-
one of the ones I was keen to ask you about. Is that this? I mean, obviously, spoiler alert. He reveals that it's Tony that went with him. There is something here he is lying about, and I don't know the extent of it, but either Tony didn't. I think it could be two things, because at the end of the day, I don't believe the way he tells. Actually, let's play it and then we'll
Yeah,
discuss
keep going. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant, Lorne, because you went to go meet her, and you brought
No, I
somebody
didn't.
with you.
I did not go to meet her. Just went to
Where
see
did you
her.
go to see her?
That doesn't matter either.
That's even
It's- it's
creepier, Lorne. You went to
it's-
stalk her? You didn't even want to let her know you were
No.
watching her? Dude, come
No,
on.
it was a mutual thing. She wanted to see me too.
So what did you do? Just like drive by and wave or
G'day, Cat G, and upgrade.
something?
No, there was supposed to be some fair going on or something like that.
You brought your mom, didn't you?
No, I didn't bring my mom.
All right, because that's the only person that I think that you'd bring that you didn't want to mention, so I don't think you brought anybody.
No, well, I know I did, so
Why did you want to bring someone?
so that way I'd make sure that I had somebody there that knew that I weren't going to meet her. were just going to go so we could see each other.
So somebody else had a
Not-
concern
not
about
me,
you meeting
not-
a little girl.
Not even meet. We weren't even going to meet. We just wanted to see each other.
What's the point? You guys were just going to spend all that gas money to wave after you had been very close and in a relationship that you said you felt committed? Lorne, can you please help me make sense of that? I just don't get it. You're not that desperate.
Just because we cared about each other. At the time, we cared about each other. And we wanted to see that the other one was real.
Did she have concerns that you weren't real?
She had concerns at the same time that I did. My concern was because of what happened with Amanda James.
Didn't you see her on cam? What did you think you were looking at then?
We saw each other on cam, but I don't know.
So,
I guess we
so
both just
he
wanted
was
to feel better.
he was more concerned it was another catfish and not that it was an underage girl.
Yeah, that's right, which is crazy. But this is also one bit that doesn't make sense to me. And as they kind of point out, like he had seen her on cam, like he knew that she was real. And this is. I mean, he is obviously lying about this whole meeting place and that kind of thing. But makes me wonder to what extent he's lying. Like the fact that the fair wasn't on and all this kind of shit. Like, is this a case of he's lying about the reason he went there because the fact is they were going to meet and he doesn't want to tell these people that he was going to meet a child? Or is it worse than that in that Molly didn't have any idea about this? Like, this was a stalking situation, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I say worse than that, I don't know. They're both deeply
They're both pretty bad.
fucked. So I don't mean to
Yeah.
say, oh, well, if he's just stalking,
And-
but that kind of thing. Because it doesn't make any sense. And, as Emma says, if it doesn't make sense, it's bullshit. Like, there is no way that they had this conversation about, hey, we just want to see each other so we know each other, was real. Like, you know that you are real because you're looking at each other on a webcam. You can't fake that. So there's some bullshit here.
They're about knowing the other one.
So it wasn't to verify
I
that
don't
she was
remember.
real. That's bullshit, Lorne. You're smarter than
Yeah.
that, dude. Come on,
not.
you're not dumb. I know you're not.
Yeah, but at the time, I was going down. I know now that I was going downhill. At the time, I just didn't know how bad.
Right, but you apparently knew because you brought someone with you. You don't want to say who, and you don't want to say why. You're giving us some bullcrap to make sure that it's not an Amanda James thing. But you saw her on cam. You saw her
Listen.
speak. No, I'm not
Listen
done
to me.
talking. I'm not done. You saw her on cam. You saw her lips move when she spoke. You knew she was real. You wanted to meet her to see that she had a lower torso. I don't. You knew she was real. You wanted to verify what? If you don't want to meet up or hug or kiss or give a high five, it doesn't make sense. And Judge Judy's law, if it doesn't make sense, then it's bullshit.
That would be a pretty good Lornography username is Molly's lower torso. So somebody should probably snap that up.
It's not mine. It's not bullshit.
So whose
I'm not-
idea was
I'm
it to do this?
I'm not lying to you at all about this.
Who was the one who was nervous?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was my idea or if it was hers. And I brought somebody with me to make sure that I was safe.
What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't think anything was going to. I didn't know what was going to happen. I just brought somebody with me for my own security.
So you wanted to make sure.
Protection from this teenage child.
Yes, this 15-year-old teenage girl.
Yeah. They needed Tony there for protection. And g'day, Omega Heba.
That if you had someone with you and you go to a fair that's like a public place, there's a lot of people around, there's a chance that you could have just been going there. It just so happened that you were both there at the same time, but it wasn't to see each other in case it ended up like a situation like To Catch a Predator.
No, in case it wound up where somebody said something about me being somewhere, I had a witness that I was right there with that person.
Where would they think that you were going to be?
I don't know. I was just trying to look out for my own ass at the time.
Well, yeah, but if you're...
G'day, Stacey Steele, and 100% Shins. This would be a perfect thing to use the time token on.
saying that you wanted someone there with you so they could prove that you were there, what was the alternative? What would people think as far as where you were going? What were you afraid of?
don't know. I'm afraid of something being said, happening, and not really happening.
Okay, so like if she had said he came up here and we ended up having sex, but you really didn't,
Yeah.
you were afraid that she was going to say that because she was underage.
Yeah.
Okay. So at that time, since you were back in Maine, you were about 35, 36?
That wasn't, that this happened, no, I was going
G'day,
30,
stomach turning
32.
crush.
Oh, okay. And then she was 14.
No, she weren't 14. Where'd you get 14 from?
Okay, was she 15?
Okay, she would have had to have been 14 because Lorne says he was he was 37 today when he went to Nashville and or was caught. So he's kind of 36, but he said that he met her at 32. So that's we're rounding up because he had just turned 37, but that's like at least 4.5 years. So
Yeah.
she probably had to have been 14 at the time.
Yep.
If not for a few months, but still, I mean, it doesn't really matter whether 15 or 14. It was still underage, but the lower you start to go, Lorne like that because she was a freshman. I'm pretty sure when he says later on.
He
and
does.
that's
He
typically
does.
14.
Yep. Yeah. Like everything is complete bullshit. And g'day, ADD and faceted dreamer and vast ravioli, and we've been going for about an hour, and we're about halfway through, so still plenty to go. And g'day, combat mechanic.
15. All right, let's see. I came back here, I was 31. When I met her, I was 15. She was 15 when I was 32.
Okay. So I was pretty close. I try to remember stuff. Sometimes I can't.
Well, I can't remember a lot of things a lot of the time, but there are some things I do remember.
So she was 15 at the time, and you were really nervous about going to actually meet her face to face because it could have been a sting.
Going to meet her. That's the thing.
To go see her, but you didn't know. Yeah. You didn't know what was happening. The fact of you showing up would have been enough. There were guys on To Catch a Predator who didn't actually make it to the house. There were guys that just drove by.
That's why I had.
So that's what I'm saying. With me. That's why right, just in case you got arrested.
Yeah.
Because you were scared of what? Yeah.
Can be arrested for not doing anything. No intention of doing anything.
Did you bring somebody with you to make sure that you didn't do anything and get in trouble? You were thinking ahead, and that's smart if you did.
No, I brought someone with me for a witness so that nobody could say anything about me doing anything.
Well, that's pretty much what I said, sweetie, but okay.
So I know that we don't know who this person is, but were they aware of how old Molly was at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
They told me also that I need to leave her alone for 3 years.
Okay.
But then this person wound up talking to Molly too and said she'd be a good person for you to be friends with. Even though she's underage, she'd be a good person to be friends with because she sounded like she was honest and she was sincere.
Okay.
So this person talked to her and said, so first he said you shouldn't talk to her because she's underage, but then talked to her and said, oh, she'll be a good person for you to be friends with, even though you shouldn't be talking to her. Like,
yeah.
Fuck off. Like, and if that, it's Tony he's talking about it. It is
right.
Good fucking friend. But that is disgusting if that is actually what Tony said. Not that I'm saying I believe that, but like it's just such a fucking stupid thing. Oh, she's a child, but she's a good child, Lorne. She'll be good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some people were talking about in the chat. I mean, I do believe Tony went with him, like that Tony knew about Molly, and not to speak ill of the dead as his ghost is here, but he seemed to just like not care that Lorne was doing this.
Yeah, I am on the fence with this, and so I don't. Okay, so he says that Tony basically went with him because everyone
he had to sleep.
Yeah, he had to sleep because everyone was partying at his house and that kind of thing. Which that doesn't make sense in itself because I mean Tony's a massive drinker. Like I can't see him hating a party. But so he went there to get some sleep, but. And this is the thing for me, either Lorne went there to stalk her and no one went with him, So these are my two theories on it. Either he's gone there to stalk her, no one went with him, but he's thought, I'm going to say Tony, because at the end of the day, if they say, okay, Lorne, we're going to call Tony, will he confirm all this? He would jump off the phone, ring up Tony and say, Tony, don't ask any questions. If they call you, or the next time you're talking to them, you went with me to a fair, but nothing happened, okay? Or Tony did go there with him, which is a far more sinister than, because I mean, the fact that he knew this was a child and he was going there with him, like, that's not a good person. And I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but that is fucked up.
Yeah, and just to set this up, I mean, my opinion is he did go with Lorne, and it is either Molly told him that and she didn't know he was coming, and he was going there to make sure she weren't cheating on him, or it was set up because, like they say at one point, Molly had a friend with her also, and just like in the beginning with that other girl Lorne was talking to and his nephew, how two girls showed up and there were two girls there. I know it's kind of, there's no proof, but you also, the worst case scenario is, she brought, a girl for Tony also, because he does say that they called around and found their hotel, so they knew where they were.
Yep.
And it's not like they didn't have a car to go get them. So, the entire situation's fucked up, but that would be really fucked up if that was what was going on.
Yeah, and I guess my point is, if Tony went, it was for him to also try to molest this child or molest another child that she was bringing. Because there is no way they were partying hard and he wanted to go there to get some sleep. Like, that's bullshit. And the other thing would be, Lorne has said, oh, look, I want to go meet her, but I don't want anything bad said, so you come as a witness. Like, that is crap. That conversation never happened, and anyone's response would be, I am not going with you to go and meet a child if they didn't want to meet a child, because for every intents and purposes, those children could turn around and said, yeah, he was there, and they both,
it's not a situation you want to put yourself in,
yeah,
unless you want it, unless you want that, which,
well,
that'd be real fucked up if he did.
Yeah, that's right.
We know Lorne did, but
that's right. Like, there is something missing here, and we will most likely never know, so we can only assume. And g'day, Lorne Identity. Great to see you, buddy. And I hope I didn't miss anyone else. But yeah, let's get back into it. That's kind of what
Cyber Squeak.
Hey, Cyber Squeak. Good to see you.
She was very, very honest and very, very sincere.
So he became friends with Molly too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of.
Was he a chatter too, just like you were?
No.
I know Tony and Roy don't like to be on the internet and all of that, and it's not anything that Debbie and I are going to...
Roy likes being on the internet.
Well, he doesn't like being on the internet the way I put him on there. Let's just say that.
No, he doesn't like that, but I wish I could get you guys to help me get him off the internet, because he's going to make a target of himself.
Perfect distraction for Lorne.
Not me, though. Right,
no.
Right. No, I don't have an issue. Let's now switch it to Tony's issue with the internet.
Yeah. Oh, Lorne. Roy's fucked up. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how fucked up Roy is. Let's get right off this. And g'day to Flying Rat's literal asshole. Little ass, sorry. I added the whole.
You saw Molly. What happened?
I didn't see her.
Oh, she wasn't there?
No, she said the fair was supposed to be one day, but she got that day wrong. And she asked me if I could stay another day, and I said no. I said I gotta work, so I never got to see her.
Oh, okay. Well, why wouldn't you just pick another place?
No, because I couldn't keep staying around any longer.
Well, yeah, I know, but did she pick the fair because it was in walking distance from her house, or how was...
I don't know.
I'm just asking because
there's no way that Lorne...
If you had drove a certain distance, how far was it?
Go.
It's good. There's no way that, Lorne doesn't have any money. And I do believe that he could only stay that day because he needs to work. He needs money. So he can't take 2 days off. But he's already bought the hotel room, or, knowing Lorne, he probably made Tony put his card at the front desk. I mean, they've already bought all this stuff and spent all the gas. So to me, this is where he's lying. They had to have tried to come up with another plan to meet. I just can't see Lorne just being like, oh, well, this is just unfortunate. Because he spent money that he doesn't have.
Yep. That's right. And I just think it's interesting too. He's like, oh, I couldn't stay because I had work the next day. Like, this is someone that, well, I mean, I assume he was fired, but proudly exclaims that he quit his job so he could have more time to talk to his underage girlfriend. Like, it's weird that how he stamps down, oh, I couldn't have possibly missed work. That's just something I would never do. But like you say, I think he needs the money, so he would have gone back there. But he's not driving all that way on
for nothing.
Yeah, with
For
fuel money he
absolutely
doesn't
nothing.
really have for nothing.
For you.
It was ways away.
Like what? Like 4 hours?
It was a long drive.
Was it longer than 4 hours?
Why are we getting so detailed in that?
I'm asking you questions, Lorne. Why are you not answering the question?
It's because they're getting pretty close to the
Because
truth.
I want to know
That's
why
right.
we're getting
That's right. He's getting prickly because they're getting closer and closer to it.
so
But
detailed.
you know, he gets all
Because
fired
I'm
up
asking
here.
for the story.
Just in a second, Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany, calm down.
They're getting all fired. He's getting all fired up here. Like, why are we getting so detailed? Like, while he is admitting to a crime. Like, I mean, we're getting detailed because right now you are admitting to another crime that you have somehow escaped punishment for.
Right.
Hang on. There we go.
Is that me?
Nah, I think it's me.
I'm trying to understand things. Didn't you ever notice through this whole time that I ask a lot of questions?
Yeah, I noticed, but
Okay,
Why do
so
they-
it's
why do
because
they have
I'm
to be so
trying to
detailed?
help. Well, I will
I don't
tell
remember
you.
what I was wearing
I'm
that
try-
day either.
I didn't ask you what you were wearing. I'm asking you very specific questions because I'm trying to understand and I'm going to try to help you understand. And if you refuse to do that, then you're going to be stuck in the same place. And then 5 years from now, you're going to say, I don't understand why. This is trying to figure it out right now. This is what we're doing. So
This
I
is
get
hard.
that it makes you uncomfortable. I know.
I mean, Lorne always
I
says
know
he
that
wants
it
to
is,
figure
Lorne.
it out. But
It's
then when
not
you,
gonna
you
get-
know,
That's right. When
when
it
you
comes,
bring it up to him, it's never, can we not talk about this right now?
that's it.
Any better if you refuse to acknowledge what's already happened. If you refuse to acknowledge your memory because you do remember. There are things you're going to remember. You just don't want to say. And that's the problem. So let's get through that.
Okay, listen to me, please. Emma, you listening?
Yes.
Emma? Where's Emma?
She may have stepped away for a second. I'm not sure.
Wait till Emma's back.
Okay. At least we're not reading the chat log, huh, Lauren?
I'm away from one difficult thing to another.
I know. It's always hard to
Really?
talk about the tough stuff.
It is. It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about the crimes you've committed and gotten
Talking
away
to is
with.
the one I'm interested in.
Exactly.
Well, you're going to get through this.
Even though I want you to
You're
know
gonna get through
everything, it's still really difficult.
Yeah, I know. I know it's tough because it's something that you have buried and you haven't wanted to talk about. You're in denial about it as if nothing ever happened. And I think that as soon as you do, and you answer my questions and we get through this and you elaborate on stuff so that I don't have to ask 500,000 questions, we can work it out and we can say, okay, I'm understanding this part now. Now let's move on to the next part. Do you know what I
Just
mean?
come out right straight there, Lorne.
But I've never had anybody that I can open up to all the way.
Well, good. I'm glad.
You and I have Emma, and
Mm-hmm.
this, I don't want Emma taking offense to it. There's still, sometimes it's still hard to open up to her just because of that fear that I'm being recorded without
Hey,
knowing.
sorry,
I know
back.
it's not going to do that.
Okay.
Oh, I had to use the restroom.
Okay. Well, he wanted to tell us both something, so we were just
Oh,
waiting until he got back.
Sorry, Lauren, back, hun.
Okay,
Alright. Let's take a little break there and have
Sure.
one of these palette cleansers that people have sent through. So this one is the one that Alison, Kay, and Crago want to watch. So like I say, if it's rubbish, don't blame me.
They're getting banned.
And also, I have never actually done this on the fly before, so this might not work. So let's see. Alright, not going well so far.
It's
Hey, Boo, where are you?
I'm outside. My sister just got back from the car.
Oh, okay. Just go to the back door so nobody sees you.
All right, I'm at the back door.
Just go in.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
This is terrifying.
So this is John Dupee, everyone. Jesus.
Hey, Boo. Hey. What'd you bring? What did you bring? Presents. Presents. Presents.
He's like
Show
Gollum.
me.
Yeah.
Chips.
Oh my god.
Nice. What kind is it?
Just doesn't answer. I always love that.
Thank you. It's so
Oh
nice to
my
finally
God.
see you. What's up? This is crazy. Are you nervous? Yeah, I'm really nervous. Why? Well, I've never done this before. Have you? No. No.
What is with the eye?
No.
I know the way
No.
he looks around. Ugh.
So what do you want to do? I don't know.
This is just Gollum. He's just Golluming and Smeagling.
God.
Jesus.
Wow.
Alright, that was pretty
That
good.
was something else. Hang on, I've got to figure out how to stop this now.
Kelpill, I would ask, what are you doing under a bridge last night? But, you know, knowing you, it's probably par for the course.
Yeah, thanks for that guys. That was not quite what I was expecting, but that was cool. That was like cool.
That was like cool. I love how they kept it in. That was like one of my favorite parts in the like just the Sting video, not the interview with John Dupuy. But when he shows her that and she goes, "What kind?" and he just doesn't say anything. He just puts it down and goes to the next item.
Yeah. Just gotta keep on going. He is pretty weird, dude. I'm gonna do a stream on him one day. There's a few other TCAP guys I want to do. Anyway, let's keep going.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, thanks
Hello.
very much for that, Alison, and also Craig. I think it was. That was very funny.
It's
Yeah,
imperative
Craig.
that we're not being recorded right now or through any of this.
No, it hasn't been on since you guys read the chat, 20 minutes ago. So
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know that with the messages that you sent me the other day, I had to get my magnifying glass to read it, but I was able to read it. I know that somebody was asking questions about Molly.
yeah,
I just want to make sure it's not being recorded because they don't need to know anything about Molly.
yeah. Well, she's a real person, so
Yeah, she's a special person. She's always a special person to me.
well, she came out to the community already, so people already know about her. But as far as you're concerned and your point of view and your opinions about her, that's not going to be shared by me anyway, unless you tell somebody else. So
Unless her
Don't worry
phone
about
gets
that.
hacked by Xavier.
Yes.
Molly lived 3.5 hours away from me. She lived in Presque Isle, so that's where I drove from Cambridge to Presque Isle.
Okay.
Tony was the one that went with me. Tony thought that I should be waiting to talk to her until she was 18, but after he talked to her a little bit. He didn't talk to her very much, but he talked to her a little bit. And he said that she seems like a nice person to be friends with. But he did say that he thought that I still should wait until she's 18 to talk to her, or to meet her. Not
Okay.
to talk to her, but to meet her. But when I got caught up in the sting, Molly saw her and she called Tony. And
Oh,
told
she
Tony,
saw it
said,
on
"Look,"
TV.
Yeah, she told Tony, she said,
Okay.
"Lorne's in trouble." And Tony
Do you
said,
think
"Yeah,
that's
there's
true?
nothing we can
Lord's
do
in
about
trouble.
it."
No, I don't. I don't think it's true. And I mean, unless we do have actual evidence of that, I mean, that's basically Lorne's word passed on from apparently what Tony said. I just don't think any of it makes sense. Like, so what by the time he got arrested, according to his story, she was 19 or some shit. And so, this person that, I don't know, look, I guess it could be true, but it's just so weird. Like, she rang up Tony to say, Lorne's in trouble, like, assemble the Power Rangers or some shit. Like,
It insinuates a relation, like at least a friendly relationship between Molly and Tony. So it's weird that she would have his number.
Yeah. And
That
he
kind of
does
goes
say,
with.
yeah, and he does say, basically, can't remember, they couldn't contact you in that, but it just, look, it could be real, but it seems odd to me. Why did she have Tony's number and not his? Oh no, that's right, because he had no fucking minutes or some shit. But the whole thing's just bizarre, and like I do wonder. I get. I guess what I don't believe is that she rang up and said, "Oh, Lorne, Lorne's in trouble." Maybe she rang up and said, "Thank fuck
Well,
that piece of shit is caught, and you should be next." Or maybe she rang up and said, I can't believe Lorne tried to do this, but to ring up and say he's in trouble, didn't happen.
It's weird because it's like what he's insinuating is that she saw it live on TV, like it happened that night. Like that wouldn't have been played for weeks.
No.
So like he's trying to set it up like, oh, she's the one that called Tony, and then Tony came down and got Bud in my truck or whatever. Like it's just I don't really think it happened.
Yeah, and it's like, and this might be giving Lorne like too much credit from an intelligence point of view, but part of me thinks he's put that little piece in there because it can't really be proven or disproven, yeah? And it's not an if, because they said, we've talked to Molly, she reached out to community. At the end of the day, if they went back to her and said, hey, Molly, did you ring up and were like, hey, Lorne's in trouble? If she said no, then he could just say, oh, that's just what Tony told me. I'm just telling you what Tony told me.
Exactly, yeah. So, just like, yeah. And he has to set up to where he can get out of any situation.
Yeah, and so part of me thinks that he puts that in there as if they kind of said, well, okay, Lorne, we think that you actually stalked her, or we think you did this. He could come back with, well, if that was the case, why is she calling all concerned about me that I've gone to prison? Now, like I'm saying, that might be giving Lorne far too much credit that he could think kind of in that way. But it's such a weird little anecdote to say.
When it comes up to, preying on a child, you can never underestimate Lorne. I mean, he knew how to get rid of an archive and all that stuff and go private. So when it's something like that, he seems to know a lot about it.
Well, that's right.
Covering his track.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, being very poorly, but the knowledge is there, just enacted badly.
Anything else that was said? I don't know. I don't think the conversation was very long because Tony had companies at the time, he said.
Oh, okay. Did you ever talk to her after that? No, because you went to prison. So that would make sense, right? Okay.
Did I ever wish that I did? Yeah, I wish that I did because,
that's not what she
had
asked.
a really good friendship. We grew to love each other in a friendship way because we
love each other in a friendship way.
Shared so much with each other.
Okay.
She was going through quite a tough time when she was a kid. When she was 15.
Yeah, I mean, I asked her 30 times a day if she likes my penis, and she just said cool.
Yeah, that's the closeness we had.
A little better when she was 17. Then 18, once she graduated, after she graduated, she was going to come out in Nashville.
Okay. So when you were talking to Kayla, you were talking to Molly at the same time?
And actually, Kathy Mack makes a good point in the chat. She said, well, I think she called Tony. It might have been because she didn't want to be dragged into it, because if it were me, my first thought would have been I'd be called to be a witness in a trial. So that would make sense as to why she would call. Because, she's now 19 or whatever, and probably knows the way that Lorne thinks. She may have seen, at some point, local pedophile gets arrested or whatever and goes, holy fuck, that's Lorne. And she's thinking, that part of my life is behind me now. The last thing I want is to be subpoenaed to give testimony for this fuckwit.
And you can imagine, because Shin's kind of brought it up. Lorne probably was in heaven for that month in Nashville, thinking that Molly is coming to see him and he was going to get his precious princess. So that kind of adds to the satisfaction of him being caught. Where it's like that 2-month span when he was in Nashville, he was so happy, and there was nothing more than when he skipped into that house smiling, asking for a kiss, and then it's all been downhill since then. And so that all that's very satisfying to have to listen to this shit, knowing that eventually he did get caught.
Oh, absolutely. Like that's it. As I've said previously, like that's one of my top top kind of favourite Lornes is the few times in his life where he thinks everything is going to plan and he can't get any happier, and then he comes down the roller coaster and everything. So I mean, there is nothing like when you listen to the Kayla calls. My favourite part of that is those last few minutes of calls where, she's like, pet bud for me, knowing that that's the last time you're ever going to see that dog.
Right. That's
And-
kind of cruel for
he's
Southern Aphrodite to do it.
Yeah, but he's so giddy in the shower and that, and you are hours from your life as you know it being over. It just makes me so happy. And maybe that makes me a petty piece of shit, but I'm happy. I'm happy.
Oh, no.
I'm happy to wear it.
I mean, that's
I am.
great
I'm a very petty person, but I just love it, and that's what I and I think maybe once we've done both of these Myspace Molly calls, maybe we finish up by watching the Sting or something, just to kind of bring it full circle. Anyway, let's keep going.
I was talking to Molly's son. I wasn't talking to her very much though.
But there was still planned for her to come down and be with you.
No, not be with me, to visit with me.
Okay.
But as far as being, there was no plans for us to be boyfriend and girlfriend. She was going to come down and visit me. Whatever happened, happened.
What changed the boyfriend and girlfriend thing?
Just over time, things change, and we have to know each other better in a better way, and it was hard to tell what was going to happen with us.
Were you hoping something would happen?
I don't know that I was hoping something was going to happen, or if I just didn't give it much thought either way. I know that I had feelings for her,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that I loved her as a friend.
In a friendship
But
way.
I know that I had feelings for her. But
I was just about to say, and then he said it.
Yeah, I loved her in a friendship way. And thank you very much, Cat G. I don't know how many other people besides you would like that channel, but maybe you'll do it.
Anything happened between us, I don't know. That was, I guess I didn't give it much thought. And I was so messed up at the time anyway that
Messed
it would
up
have
at the
been
time.
a bad time for her to have anything to do with me.
Okay. So then when you first started talking to Molly, a couple of years before you got to Nashville and you were messed up at the time, you had said that you started to already get out of control. What does that mean?
With alcohol and giving things away and doing things for everybody, and really get out of control with the alcohol then, through the people that I was hanging around.
So after that first time when you went there was no fare there, so you weren't able to drive by or show up and just see each other. There was no other place where that could have happened?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
I'm just curious because you drove 3.5 hours. The fair is not the only place in the entire town to meet up. I mean, I understand that she's not going to want to say, come over to my house, but was someone going to be with her too?
She was going to be with a friend at the fair.
Okay, so she was going to be with a friend. Okay. So I'm wondering why there weren't additional plans made to say, okay, the fair is actually not today, so we're going to go to the mall or we're going to go to McDonald's and we'll be out front and then you can just drive by.
I don't know. We just haven't planned it.
Okay. Well, that seems like a waste of a trip.
That's what we planned on. And it wasn't my fault and Tony's fault that it wound up being the next day.
No, it wasn't your fault.
I don't think anyone's blaming you for the plan being shit, Lorne. No one's sitting here going, next time you try to molest a kid, just think it through, mate.
Think about it. Yeah, think a little harder,
That's not the point of the call.
I'm saying that seems like a really small detail. And since you drove all the way there, do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, why didn't I have an alternate plan? I don't
well,
know.
why,
just go
even
by what she
even
said.
if you didn't,
she was lived in that area, so she knew when the fair was. So that was the plan.
But
I figured she knew the date.
Did you have her phone number so that you could figure something out if it wasn't going to work out or something?
No, she always called me.
Okay, so you didn't have any way of calling each other when you got up there.
Smart girl,
No,
you never give out your number.
Absolutely, especially not the Lorne.
Did she blow you off?
No, I don't believe she did. She asked me if I could stay another day because the fair didn't start till the next day, and I believe her.
Okay, so I guess it just kind of blows my mind that there wasn't an alternative. That's all.
No, nothing I could do about it.
Well, I mean, you were the
fault,
adult.
But
and then he says, we're going to meet at the fair. The fair wasn't on. and then saying he didn't have any way of contacting her because he didn't have her number. Well, how are they communicating this bit? Because then he says, she asked me if I could stay another day, and I said no, I had to get back. Well, how are they having that communication? And
Right.
if they're having that communication in that stage, why isn't he saying to her, well, can we meet somewhere else? Like, once again, something doesn't add up there. So, and I don't know if he's just a fucking idiot or if he's just leaving out bits that he think might be incriminating. But if he is able to have contact enough, whether it's either via phone or fucking MySpace or whatever, while he's in there, that she can say to him, oh, Lorne, can you please stay another day? Then why are they not able to communicate about, okay, this fare isn't on, can we meet somewhere else? Not that I'm saying I want them to be able to meet somewhere else, but that doesn't make sense. You either can talk to her or you can't.
And that's what's funny, we're trying to come up with a plan for, a grown man to meet an underage girl. That's what it kind of sounds like we're saying. It's like, no, what you should have done, Lorne, and then went to the McDonald's or whatever. So, that isn't what we're saying, but we're just trying to poke holes in his lie of saying, well, it was the wrong day and we just sat in a hotel room all day. It's like, you really wouldn't have gone and met anywhere else?
Exactly. Like, he's wasted money, he doesn't have to go there. And a day, and I don't know, it's just stupid. It's so stupid.
So you could have had.
Yeah, but I just figured she was in that area, so she knew what it was. So I never thought of any alternate plan.
Man, two dummies making plans.
Smart ass.
So did you ever see her at any other time?
No.
Okay. But you stayed in contact with her?
Yep.
Okay. So at the very beginning, and again, I'm kind of stupid sometimes, so I kind of reiterate things and stuff like that. But so when you first started talking in this country music room, you would sing the songs that she liked and you were talking privately. When did it turn into like a boyfriend-girlfriend thing? Did it happen quick?
Boyfriend-girlfriend.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, you said it
When you
before
asked
I
me
could.
any questions, I don't remember.
G'day, just Duchess of Cornville.
Because it was so long ago, and it's not like
Okay.
I marked it down on a calendar.
Right. But at the time when you were
Only because he probably didn't have a calendar.
going to go
Right.
see her, when you drove up there to see her at the fair, you had already been talking like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, for probably over a year, probably.
Oh, okay.
We had just talked to each other for just regular talk, like 6 months or so.
Okay, so you're
I
saying
like how he
that
had
you
to
talked for 6
distinguish-
months and then
Regular talk. Because if he just says we talked, and that implies that it's all sexual bullshit. He's like, no, it was just regular talk.
Just regular talk between an adult and a child,
Exactly.
Standard talk.
and it became romantic, or what do you mean by regular talk?
But that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think that's what it happened, because I remember we had talked for a while.
Okay. When you guys were talking like boyfriend and girlfriend, were you talking about romantic things, like what you guys, would want to do on dates and stuff like that?
Yes, I don't remember. I mean, we weren't going to go on dates
Okay.
then. We weren't going to do anything until she was 18.
Okay.
But that's when we decided that 3 years was too long to wait, because she still had her high school years that she had to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked, and it was better that we just stay friends.
Okay. And this was after Amanda James, right?
Yeah.
How old was Amanda James?
She was 28 when I met her. She was
Okay, she was
28, and I was
28.
28.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, she was 28 and I was 30, I think. No, she was 28 and I was 28.
So you're both
Well,
28.
Which
Yeah,
one
but-
is it, Lorne?
Yeah, that's right. And then like, he's saying, oh, well, we both decided, like, she had to go through school and that kind of thing, so it wouldn't be... But he didn't have that consideration with Kayla. I mean, outside of the very brief, are you sure you still want to do this? Which was just a completely loaded question.
Right.
So what we're meant to believe that in a few years he lost that whole side of maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Like that, he never would have said that. And we know that the whole reason they broke up is because she was fucking cheating on him, as he says, by flashing another guy. Like,
Which that story doesn't make any sense, but we'll get to it.
No, that's right. We'll discuss that then.
So we were there.
And then when you came back and there was no more Amanda James, and you
Oh,
had
when I
met
came
Molly, and then...
When I came back, there was Amanda James. There was Amanda James for for like, Christ, probably 8 months after.
And that was with you being boyfriend and girlfriend with her, right?
Yeah.
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
And then things were exposed and you found out that
And
she was really a...
that's the thing. As someone in the chat said, like, you know, we said, oh, we both decided. Well, no, she got a boyfriend and he flipped out. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like we see with Lorne later on with the catfish and that, like he'd be no different back then than what he is now. But it all just comes down to is that they will keep coming back. Like they won't tell him to piss off because they want the content. And that's what it would have come down to. He would have flipped out like he always does. You know, you're fucking cheating on me. And she would have said, fuck off, Lorne, or I'll tell the cops. And
Fuck
so
off upstairs.
That's exactly, fuck off upstairs. And that's how it ends, you know?
man.
No, she wasn't really a man.
That's my theory.
Smart
Anyway.
Smart ass.
But you
No,
found
she-
out that she wasn't who she said she was. And then you were
Right.
talking for 6 months after that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then there was Melissa.
And there was Melissa. Melissa was sometime at the same time Molly.
Okay.
I met Molly before I met him, so.
All right. And
Got all
then
kinds
So
of
Melissa.
girls.
wait, Melissa
I
Melissa
gotta
was
check.
the one that came and saw him in the trailer, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure this wasn't a third,
Yeah.
young girl after him
It's
saying
gotta,
it,
you know-
it was only Molly.
You got to keep it clear with Lorne. He's got all kinds of girls. I got all kinds of
Yeah.
girls.
I
the
got
chat
all
mark
kind of
where it
girls.
was- So that's enough for the chat tonight, because we're
Okay.
talking about this
That's
now.
fine.
So.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. No problem. I think this stuff is just as important as the chat.
And I
Yeah.
did find that interesting there where he said, I mean, because obviously they're not going to go back to the chat now because they want to hear about this.
They want to
But-
keep, yeah.
Yeah, but I find it interesting that he's the one that says no more chat tonight. Like if anything, wouldn't you? I mean, everything in the chat's already known. There's no uncovery there. I always thought he'd be kind of like, you know, I really want
Getting
to
back
focus
to
on the
it.
chat. Like, you know, that's more important. Let's get back to that. So I stop fucking digging this hole any deeper. But nah, he's cool with it. And g'day,
He's pretty
Lisa
he's pretty
Hawkins.
keen to talk about the other crimes he hasn't been
Yeah,
caught for.
that's right.
You know?
give them some new content to keep them coming
I
back.
think so too, Lauren, because one of the things that I think is the most important that you're able to get from this
And
is
100% Cal Pill says that she thinks there's something dark and creepy about the story of Melissa, like he's leaving a lot out. 100%. There is no way it happened like he did, and the fact that, you know, his nephew was there and two of them came, there is something far more sinister at play there, which unfortunately I don't think we'll ever find out.
to see. Back then, you had patterns that you repeat to this day, and if you're able
He
to
got out of them
now
patterns.
recognize them, or even
Well, see, he needed to be with Ramona back then because, as we know, she got him out of patterns.
Well,
so if only
this
she
was
was
nearly
around
3
earlier.
years later. So
Yeah.
he should know the patterns.
That's right.
the antecedents or the build up to that. You can stop something before it happens now, and that's why I think it's important to go through this. And it's not anything that anybody's gonna know about or bring up or throw in your face later. I just think it's important for you to know that, hey, this was not a one-time thing. I do have a bit of an interest in something I really shouldn't. And denying that you did for so long was not doing you any favors, hun. Once you admit it, then you can take power over it. It's no longer going to rule over you. And that's what I want from this for you.
Well, I want that too. I'm happy that it's you two that I'm doing this with. It's so nerve-wracking that it bothers me.
I know it's nerve-wracking. I understand. But we're both here to help you kind of navigate a lot of the stories that you've kept hidden. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know the lies that I tell.
Yeah. I know you don't want to tell those anymore.
It's really nice that I have two people that I can talk to and open up to.
Hmm.
I don't like hiding things. I never have liked hiding things. I've never liked lying.
No, it's a huge burden.
Yeah,
No,
it
you've
is.
never
Because
liked
you
getting
know-
caught.
you know-
You're
That's it.
perfectly fine with lying.
Doesn't mind lying at all. And yeah, it's a good pickup. Kel Pill, how did he know that Melissa's friend was pregnant? Because he offered her some. Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Like, I mean.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
As soon as it comes out of of your mouth, and you know that you're going to have to now remember it, and you're going to have to just keep repeating it. And that's why I think so many of the stories that you've been telling over the course of these years sound exactly the same, is because you've pretty much memorized a couple of details and you keep hammering away at them.
Well, I don't want the world knowing my business all the time either. It's annoying. It's irritating. It drives me nuts.
Okay, so we've talked about a couple of different people that you've had romantic feelings for, and it was a little bit scary for you because you knew that they were underage and you were a lot older.
Yeah.
Do you think that there was ever a time when you were feeling comfortable in front of your camera and you wanted to show them how you were feeling about them?
Was there ever a time that I was feeling comfortable? No.
In front of the camera?
Mm.
And this
What do you mean?
is what I mean. So take a deep breath, and I'm going to ask you again. Okay?
Okay. Tell me what you mean by that.
Did you ever expose yourself? Were you ever naked?
Yes, I was a couple of times. But they didn't always
I love the sigh.
Yeah.
He went, like we all know the answer, Lorne. Yeah, and then he had to be like, just a couple of times. I was only naked in front of a camera that a 15-year-old girl was watching, just a couple of times.
Yeah, that's right. Like, no big deal. It was a few times. It wasn't like it was every day. Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Get off my fucking back, guys.
What do you mean they didn't see?
Meaning they saw my face.
Oh,
That I'd
okay.
never
So
shirt
it's on
on.
your face. Okay. And then what would make you, on the other times, make you show your penis?
I don't know. We were just talking about it. And yes, that was when we were interested.
Just talking about it. Like, just talking about his penis. And he's like, oh, I better show you then.
We were just friends.
Okay.
We were just friends. And it was nothing but friends.
Was it kind of...
Just friends that show each other their genitalia. You know.
I was going to say, would you think that if somebody asked him how many times he showed Kayla his dick, he would say just a couple of times?
Of course.
Because he did it every day.
Yeah.
You know, would you like your nightly look at it? That's what he would have done with Molly and Melissa and all the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was sometimes his butt, but, you know, it was
Sorry.
It was mostly...
I retract it.
Yeah,
I apologize.
I'll take it all back.
a situation where you would get up for more coffee or something, and so you would get up and that's how they would, by accident, see it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did they have sexual conversation with you too?
A couple times we did, but...
Okay.
But
was it ever over the phone? I'm sorry?
There wasn't very many. No, it was never over the phone.
Okay. So you were just typing with one hand rapidly?
No, yeah. No, not with the one hand. Will you stop putting the little punches in there?
Stop putting the punches in.
No, I'm just saying, if you're masturbating, then you got to keep the business going while you're trying to type it.
Oh, come on. I think it's cute when she does that. She's not trying to hurt you. It's cool.
Yeah, it's cute when she talks about you jerking off for a 15-year-old. Lorne, come on.
That's right. She's adorable. Absolutely adorable.
I know, but it's
silly.
It's like she's trying to put the thing in there that I know you were, so don't tell me you weren't.
We all know
you were, right?
That's right. Like, she's just telling the facts.
Well, I wasn't.
Lorne. Okay,
No,
so
I
then
wasn't.
when you were having this kind of romantic chatting, and you probably were showing yourself at some point, right? While you were feeling a little sexy.
I don't know.
There's
There's only a couple times.
Sexy little thing by the computer.
A couple times that she showed herself.
Okay, so she showed herself naked too.
Yeah, and that was at the
Oh, then
beginning.
it's fine.
That was Molly.
Oh, that was Molly. Okay.
Oh, that's all right.
So she was naked.
So
You were
she just showed her
naked.
boobs. No, she just showed her
Oh,
boobs.
she
She
did.
didn't show anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
was only
that's
twice.
fine, Lorne.
And one time wasn't even meant for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, this is
Total.
interesting, I think.
Told the lady that I knew. I could tell she was talking to somebody else.
Did that make you feel jealous?
It did, and that's why I had to back off a little bit and think about things. And that's why we talked, and that's when we decided that it's better if she goes through her high school years, not having me feel like she's voted to me.
So you were trying to protect yourself.
So it wasn't about, you know, the whole concern for her. like we said 5 minutes ago, it was actually about the fact that she cheated on you and you lost your shit. But I'm assuming she basically said, well, fuck off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't have been enough for him to
Oh, no,
stop.
no.
Like, it wouldn't he would go, I know you're cheating on me and you only get one chance with Lorne and you've blown it, honey. Like, that wasn't the conversation.
I've always considered, like, Lorne, I mean, he doesn't care what you do as long as you, like, stay with him, because he says it to Winnie all the time. Just tell me you cheated on me, and, it'll,
Yeah.
and it'll be fine. So to me, he doesn't care what anybody does. He just wants that truth so he could hold it over them, so then he can do whatever he wants.
Exactly.
So if, Winnie cheats on him, then, he can go fuck Debbie. Obviously, which would never happen, but it's like, well, you did it. So he just wants that power to hold over somebody. He doesn't really give two shits if you do it.
Yeah, 100%. But they're obviously not coming back because she's obviously doesn't want anything to do with him. But it would have been.
Right, she's a real person.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So that she wouldn't cheat on you with another boy at school or something.
Yeah. I didn't want her to feel. Most of it was about her because being that age and going through high school, she don't want to go out things with her friends and party and all that stuff. So I didn't want her to feel devoted to me and feel like she couldn't do that stuff.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I can see how that would be a problem with you, too, if you're feeling like you want her to be your girlfriend.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything either. And I had already had my time up.
How about you not talk to the 15-year-old girl?
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
It's like they're star-crossed lovers. Yeah, there was nothing we can do.
Yeah, couldn't avoid it.
So when you were talking to Molly, you were like, okay, I'm talking to Molly. That's going to be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Such loyalty to this child. Very good. You're a good guy, Lorne. Real good guy.
Lasted about a year for you guys?
You mean her as boyfriend and girlfriend? No, it only lasted about
boyfriend, girlfriend.
A couple months.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if that even. I don't know if it even lasted that long.
But this was all within the first year of you guys talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you taking
Did she ever ask you? I'm sorry? What was that?
Are you taking notes in case you forget later?
No.
This is just like when he was happy that Debbie might have a computer, like a folder on her computer.
Do you have
like,
a
Lorne,
folder
if she's
on
taking
your computer
notes,
called Lorne?
Yeah. If she's taking notes, it's the crimes you committed. Why are you so giddy that she's doing that?
That's right. Like, that's it. And if he responded, yeah, I am, it's like, oh, you must really like me.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Probably just ask again. That's what I do. I repeat myself 1,000 times. I know that about myself.
How about you, Emma? Are you taking notes in case you forget? Emma?
No, she's not doing that. She could have went to the restroom again.
No, I'm here. I'm
sorry.
I kept trying to tap mute. I'm listening, and I couldn't respond. But yes.
Oh. Are you taking notes in case you forget later, Emma?
What am I gonna know? You know what I do? I have a Google Assistant on my phone, so I tap a
G'day, who's Brittany?
button, and I'll say remember, like a date and a time. And then it will notify me 1 day ahead, and then it'll notify me 2 hours ahead. Just so.
There you go.
Yeah.
2 hours ahead of what?
Of the appointment time or whatever it is, whether I'm, putting pizza in the oven or expecting my next menstruation cycle.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I can pass on that one.
Yeah,
Well,
Lorne
she's
likes
just
his
letting you
girls
know.
before they get their period.
Yeah, that's right. Or they just put a trash bag down.
He might be my best friend, but I could have passed on that one.
Well, some things you can schedule ahead of time. So yeah, I put that in there. I think you should get one of those, Lorne. If you ever get a smartphone.
Yeah.
Remind yourself to pay bills and make sure you check to see if you wiped your ass right.
If you weren't,
I can do that one on my own.
legally not allowed to, Lorne, but you should get a smartphone.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, that's true.
Yeah, if I ever get a smartphone again.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is really good, Lorne. Do you feel better?
So I feel better. I feel better knowing that you two know. I feel better
knowing
that you two know that I can talk to you about things. It's
good.
really hard for me to talk about this stuff because so much of you guys are feeling
As long as you know that if we ask you a question and you sense maybe frustration in our voices, or if we're asking you too many questions about something and you're starting to get suspicious, you need to know that we're not doing this so we can get the info and go throw it up online. You need to know because you need to know. And you won't know unless you say it out loud in front of people. Just like the reason that you didn't want to let us know who went along with you. I didn't
want to bring him into it at all.
Right.
That was really that was something that was really irrelevant.
Well, it wasn't really though, because you
No,
know what
it's
it does?
not.
It lets you know who perhaps you might have trusted too much, or somebody you had a good reason to put trust in because of their decision making, and then you can choose accordingly. Because remember, we're analyzing and helping you analyze and recognize your patterns, so you can use that knowledge and wisdom to make healthier and wiser choices with more positive consequences for you
We're all just here
in
for
the
you.
future.
We just want our best.
You need
Yeah,
to
we're just
say
trying to
these
help
things
you.
out loud, and I know that you like to have sometimes people help you take apart your thoughts. This is a time when you are going to feel uncomfortable, but it's important that you continue to do what you did and go along with it, because unless the hard questions are asked, and sometimes it might not even be relevant, but you know what? We came across something today, just because Debbie thought she'd ask you a quick question. We came across something today that I'm sure you're going to be thinking about all day tomorrow and, days thereafter, because it's so poignant and important that you recognize that this actually was a pattern and you might actually have an interest that's dangerous. And then you can choose what to do with your attention if an opportunity comes up in the future, like you get another fan letter, or let's say you're off of off of probation, and the
Never
world's your
happens.
oyster, and your ex-girlfriend's daughter sees you and winks at you. I mean, you have to be able to process this, and I'm glad that you are cooperating even when it's tough. But I assure you, this is not so we can get information to talk shit to you in the future, to put it up online because people are asking. People are asking in comments. Let them wonder. But it's important that you talked about Molly, because that's some fucking bullshit, dude. And I'm glad that you know about this so you don't do that again. I don't want to beat you up.
It's very hard to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like the message I sent to you yesterday.
Oh,
Debbie.
God.
What was that?
The
You
one
send a
where
lot of messages.
Yeah, I know. The one where I told you that I wish I could just hug you right now.
What I like is Debbie doesn't, or I shouldn't say Debbie, but Tiffany doesn't know what he's talking about. Because, she doesn't text her. Tiffany just kind of waltzed into the conversation. So that's why she's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
But this is just Lorne trying to bring it back to their relationship. Like, oh, I'm just such a good guy. I want to give you a hug. Don't you want to come give me a hug? Because I'm vulnerable right now talking about,
Yeah. That's it. Now you know the extent of my pedophilia.
Right, that's what I
when
was
are we
trying to
getting together?
Right.
So bad, but I was trying to put the thoughts in my head, and it's frustrating when I don't have somebody tell me think it all through.
I know that it is hard, just like with what Emma was saying. It's about preparing yourself for the future. And if you have this little inkling inside of yourself that you're still curious about, the types of things that were exciting you before when you were talking to Molly and Melissa and then Kayla and whoever.
No.
That
I want.
Well, no, I don't
want
want you to say no. I want you to let me finish. Finish. That is the type of stuff that makes me nervous. When you decide that you don't want to explain things, when you start to get defensive and you shut down and you start going into denial, saying, no, I didn't do that. I didn't want that. I'm not attracted to them, any of that stuff. Because if you were to go back onto social media, on YouTube, if you were to have access to your comments and emails and things like that, you haven't demonstrated that you have any control and that you have any grasp on what was happening before when you got
Immediately,
into
if
trouble.
he was off supervised release, immediately he would be, chatting up a minor. Like, he
Yeah.
would just get on there and find, yeah, he needs to be watched for the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
So when you don't do that, there's a high likelihood that it's going to happen again because it hasn't ever been resolved. So that's what Emma's talking about. And I think it's really good advice to keep pushing forward, making sure that you're really processing this stuff and getting a better understanding. And I think that when you received that assignment in class that said, what do you need in order to not sexually abuse again? You're going to be able to answer that question. Say, what do I need? Is it, I can't go on the internet. I can't have access to social media. I don't want that temptation because I can't control myself. If someone is engaging with me favorably and is a female, then it's very likely that I could be attracted to her and I could feel romantic feelings, especially if she's expressing those to me. And then the things that should be popping into your mind, like how old is she? I need to make sure, she's however old. Those things are going to fly out the window because you're going to be blinded. Like, she's talking about me in a nice way. And, I really love the attention. Oh, she's only 16. How can we go about this so that nobody knows? And then you end up going down the same road. So you have to answer those questions really honestly. And that's why it's really great that you are being honest with these situations that you're talking about. And you continue to be honest. These are the types of answers that they're looking for in your class. They're not looking to get information from you. They're not looking to have you incriminate yourself in some way. It's a matter of getting you in a position where you are going to be safe in society on your own, and society is going to be safe with you. You can't do that if you're not answering the questions properly, if you're not processing the therapy properly.
You're right. He just
like
doesn't.
Now,
That is just crazy when he answers that question. What do you need not to offend again? And he says, I need the internet to fucking. He just
Yeah.
you misunderstood the question completely.
Exactly.
Like, what do you need?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have no desire at all to be around kids. I don't think about them that way. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I purposely try to get away from kids as far as I can.
Mm-hmm.
That is true that he will do that, but that doesn't mean that you wouldn't be interested in a kid. Like, he is afraid, but not. He's just afraid to be caught again while he's on
100%.
probation. So, yeah, I mean, he does tell the stories where if he's anywhere where a kid is, he will leave, and apparently that is true. But it's not it's just out of self-preservation, really, for you, not have anything moral.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Absolutely.
I used to love kids. I used to love playing with them. And
Stop.
When I was a
Stop.
kid.
even little kids. Even when I was a kid, I used to love them.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah, I know.
And
You
this is the same lack of awareness that he has, like, when he starts his fucking redemption channel and sings I Love Her First. Like, he doesn't understand. No one wants to hear the pedophile talk about how much he loves kids. Like, just take that out of your vocab.
Yeah, it's just,
Not
to
before.
hear him say I love kids is just
exactly.
rage-inducing.
I think that it's good
Now
that
it's
you
like
don't want to be around kids.
Now it's like if I do something for kids, it has to be from a distance.
Just don't do anything for kids. Kids don't need anything from you.
You never did before.
That's right.
It's not like you helped them before.
That's
St.
right.
Jude.
St. Jude, but this is like, it's like I've got to do it from a distance. Just do nothing. Do nothing for kids. St. Jude's can do without your 87-cent donation. They don't. No, kids don't want anything from you.
Else, so that way my name's not attached to it. And,
Yeah.
it's well, that's one of the things from St. Jude's affected me so much because I've donated to St. Jude's before, and I won't do things for kids. And if I do anything for kids now, it has to be for somebody else.
Okay. Well, that's probably a good thing. That's a good thing, Lorne.
Well,
I think it
would have to be a
protects
good thing,
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It protects you and it protects them too. And I'm not saying that you're looking to, engage in sex with every kid that you see. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it's good because those types of barriers need to be there. And those are the
Then
types of barriers that you need to identify that you can include in your life so that everyone is safe, including you, so that there's no question, so that there isn't anything that could
And that's what
possibly happen.
that's what I want. I don't want there to ever be any question about me and kids.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
why I do
What?
Right.
The horses, that bolted on that one.
And so that's why I think if you do go on the internet again, I think it's really dangerous for you to engage with people.
You want me to be honest about the internet, about me and the internet? I really don't want to. I really don't want to go on the internet again. I'd much rather have you and Emma do it for me.
Okay.
Whatever
Right,
has to
you
be done
want
on it.
everybody to do shit
Like,
for you. That's not
it.
like, you're just selfish in that way. That's not a good thing.
Everyone needs to help
my
Lorne.
videos up on it, shit like that. I really don't want to go on it myself.
Then don't do anything.
Debbie, you already know all the information that needs to be known for anything to happen on there. So.
Right. But
Have I
then
given
don't
you
do
my social
anything. You
security
don't.
number?
Yeah. Get a pen.
You're not required to be on the internet. You know that, right?
I know, but the thing with my computer, the reason I want my computer back is that's how I make my songs. That's how I make my videos for my songs.
God.
Well, but you can make
Nobody's
your songs
missing
for
that.
yourself. Why do you have to go on the internet if it's going to be something that's harmful to you?
Well, I don't have to. That's why I'm saying. That's why I was talking to Emma before. And I said, if I have my computer back, then I can make my songs again, and I can send them to you or her, and you guys could do that. Put them on the internet. On YouTube.
But why do they have to be on the internet?
Well, because I can make money off of YouTube. If I can make money, money somewhere,
Well,
something that I enjoy
doing.
He
had a quarter of a million clicks.
That's right. He rolling it.
What happened last
How
time?
much money does that internet money does that translate into?
I don't know. I honestly don't understand how any of that works, but it wouldn't be fucking much.
When you try to sell stuff and make money off of the internet, it completely backfired.
I do think that you could be, Lorne, you could start doing celebrity endorsements once you get off probation. Put your voice on one of those web.
All right, this next little bit's quite funny, but let's do our other palate cleanser. So this is what Shin's Koala has sent me through. Now, hopefully...
It better be good, Shins, or you're getting banned.
Hopefully I'm doing this right. Hang on. Oh, hang on.
It's not a fucking joke!
Hang on, let's take it back. It went weird.
It's not a fucking joke! Shut the fuck up about that! You think I'm fucking kidding?
No!
You fucking do it to me again! You'll never talk to me again! I'm sorry.
Shut the
fuck up about fucking Dad!
I didn't see that. I thought he didn't have legs. I thought he was like his big monkey arms were like holding him up.
Yeah.
Because they're all the way down the ground.
He's got the picture of Taylor in the background. Bud Light flies.
Taylor on the back, about 15 miles.
You think I'm fucking kidding? You fucking do it to me again! You'll never talk to me again! I'm sorry. Shut the fuck up about fucking Dad!
You know what I just realized? Is he has the headset on and he's screaming into the phone.
Yes. That's, but like that is literally how I picture all those calls where he's screaming.
I mean, it is, I mean, that shit is funny because thankfully it's not a real person he's yelling at, but if he thinks that he wouldn't hit somebody or abuse them, you just play him that clip. If Winnie was there, she'd be through the floor.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, and towel under the door, cyber squeak. So,
I was wondering what that was.
Very good attention to detail, whoever did that.
I thought it was like a pink robe.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. I love it. That was awesome, whoever made that.
Websites where people can give you $50 and you'll say, "Merry Christmas, ho ho ho, Lorne Tommy Chong," a thing you do?
Oh, I just meant, when people click on the video and watch.
Actually, Shins, if you're still there, where did that come from? I know I could go and look, but I'm having enough trouble kind of controlling everything as it is. I'll pin it up in the chat because everyone should go to their site, and that one from DP. So Ellison K, if you can post that as well.
Watch the song.
Hey, Lorne, you don't know about this, but they have websites that you can go to that have celebrities on them, and you can buy a message from
Honorable
them.
celebrities.
So you could go to, click on Sylvester Stallone or something if he happens to be on there, and he can say, "Hi, Lorne," Adrian, or whatever you wanted to say, and you pay him for that, and he just
Lorne,
does
you
like
could
a little
you
message.
could do shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's what you.
that's it. Oh, I heard someone was having a birthday, so why don't you shut the fuck up about Dan?
Just he's completely calm, and then he rips right into it.
Happy birthday, precious.
But yeah, I mean, so if there was something like that, that would be even more. I mean, because I don't know anything about YouTube and like how much you need in order to make money on there, and Emma would know a lot more about that. But I'm just saying that there's other things that you can do, but I think exposing yourself to social media is going to be a problem. I don't think you have the ability to suppress the urges to interact with people.
If you're going to go online, you need somebody to do everything for you. You need a middleman because I don't think it'll turn out well. You might want to.
I don't either, because Debbie's right. I'd want to interact with them, and I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think so either, but I think it might be cool if you put out like an Ask Lorne blog, like a Dear Abby, but it'll be Dear Cod.
God.
I swear, I'm not even joking. It sounds like a joke. That you've been through a lot. I think it'd be cool to hear some of the advice you'd give. It could be like, the duel. What was it?
It was like Dear Abby. Wasn't there Dear Abby and Dear something? I don't remember.
Yeah, you're right. I don't recall the other person's name, but it could be like that. Like Lorne could give the advice of one, and then you could give the good advice. It'd be great. No, but I really think that'd be cool, Lorne.
Maybe we should wait to find out what happens with the Stallone thing and.
Okay.
No, I'm not trying to jump the gun. I think you're right. It would be wise to see how everything else is received, especially right now, and then you can start making your plans. But you know what? I think you have a marketable name, and as long as you stay as separate from the process, of interacting with the consumers, if you do that through somebody else, I think that it would be something to look into, something interesting anyway.
Yeah, well, you two would be the only ones that trust with it anyway. So, it'd be you two in charge of it. You two would have to be in charge of it. Debbie knows all my information, and
okay.
And
yeah, do it for me.
About me, so. Oh, actually, you both know everything about me.
Okay, cool. So, and I'm not gonna keep going back to stuff. I just wanted to get a little bit of clarification, and then we can move on from something. Okay.
Okay.
So now that we've gotten a lot of truth, on some things that you weren't feeling comfortable with, and so I wanted to ask a little bit about Melissa.
Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa was 16. I think she was 16.
Okay. Okay.
And
so underage.
She was feeling really down about herself when I met her.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody wanted her.
So I saw that as a perfect opportunity to groom a young girl.
Exactly. He's a vulnerable kid. That's his invitation.
And all that. She showed me a picture of her, and I told her that I said, "You're not ugly." I said, "You're a beautiful girl." I said, "And there's some boy there at your school that likes you. He's just probably too shy to say it."
Mm-hmm.
I remember I said that to her, and it just became friends from there. There was never really that much sexual stuff between me and Melissa.
Okay. Did you feel like she was your girlfriend at some point?
No.
Okay. So then what was the sexual stuff?
What was what?
What was the sexual stuff? You said there wasn't a lot of sexual stuff.
Yeah, we just talked sexually a little bit. And I showed myself to her the time
Just
or
a little
two.
bit.
Fucking
when you were
hell.
naked.
Yeah.
I just showed herself a
Okay.
little bit. Like,
But that-
he's brushing over the most important part. Like,
Yeah. And then he's like, were you guys boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, oh no. So
Oh, no, of
that's an outrageous question, but I showed her my cock a little bit. We talk sexually like it's nothing. Like it's fucking disgusting.
That
Yeah.
while you guys were talking about sexual stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. When she ended up coming over to your house,
Yeah.
what happened there?
I was drunk. Todd was drunk. She had
Okay.
a pregnant girlfriend with her, and we just talked.
Did Melissa get drunk too?
No.
Oh, she didn't.
Todd-
So
Todd
the
was
two
actually
boys
2
were
years
drunk
older.
and that was it.
Yeah.
he's
Todd was
not
actually
going to
2 years older
supply
than
a minor with beer. Come on, Debbie.
No, he's not a monster. He's only interested in having sex with kids, not getting them drunk.
Because Todd was 21. She was 19 when her and her girlfriend came over.
Okay, so you talked to each other for 3 years before she came over?
Yeah.
Why do you think it took that long?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I just did. I really planned it.
So what
She
made
had-
you want her
she
to
had-
come over that night?
I didn't even know that she was coming over that night.
How did that happen then?
Her and her friend showed up.
Oh, you
I
had
told
given
her-
her your address
My
before?
address. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I told her if she ever wanted to come over, then she could. I gave her my address,
Okay.
and I guess she wrote it down.
And she just showed up one day. But you guys were still talking at that point.
Yeah, we were still talking at that point. We didn't talk much after that because it wasn't long after that she moved out to Wisconsin or Montana, somewhere out there.
And then what were you feeling when she came over? I mean, did you want to kiss her or something? Like, you had
No, I just
already
gave her a
had
hug.
these... Okay.
I gave her a hug. She gave me a hug. I even gave her friend a hug.
Okay.
But
I had to
felt
hide my
awkward
erection.
because I didn't know if she
I mean,
was
not
gonna
like you
show
could get
up,
one.
and-
As much as it does. And Egbert Mean Dingo, how does the Australian prison system treat pedos? Mate, about the same as I imagine the American one does. They usually will be in protective custody and that because the other prisoners fortunately don't take too kindly to them.
Me and Todd were drunk.
So after you had a chance to see her, did you have any romantic feelings for her?
No.
No? You don't want to get anything going, maybe?
No.
Okay. All right. Were there ever
Really
any
bad.
times... Go ahead.
I felt really bad for her when I first met her.
Yeah.
She felt so down about herself.
Yeah.
So you tried to fix that by sexualizing the relationship
Showing
straight
her
away.
his cock.
Yeah. That's always going
that'll
to
fix it
improve
right up.
things.
I was happy that
I mean, it does for me.
I was happy to be there for her when she needed somebody to talk to
Mm-hmm.
because it helped her through a lot of crap. She was going through a lot of crap.
Yeah.
Again, that
Only
doesn't make
the
you
crap
look
had-
good, Lorne.
No.
Again, you're showing that you go after the vulnerable ones.
Yeah.
With herself and
Mm-hmm.
how she felt about herself and things that she was doing, and she was a nice girl too.
Had you ever come across anyone that you were talking to that was, around Molly's age or, something like that where
Was there anybody else
they...
that was underage that I talked to? Is that what you're trying to ask me?
Yeah.
No, that was in. It was just them two.
So was it because they approached you somehow or did you approach them like you did to Kayla?
I don't remember who approached who. Molly.
Well, if you don't remember, it was you.
I think
It was
Molly
you, 100%.
messaged me first. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think she messaged me first.
Okay.
I think I met Melissa in the country music room too.
Fucking country
I don't-
music.
I don't remember that one.
That was the
Okay.
downfall of
That was-
Lorne, the country music chat
Yeah.
rooms.
Just like a breeding ground of pedophiles in those country music rooms, apparently. Like,
How we met. But those are the only two anyway.
Okay.
Before Molly was Amanda, and Amanda was the first one.
Right.
The
I'd
only
been
two I
on
want
the
to tell you
internet
about.
with.
yeah.
Okay. So when you were talking to Amanda, even though you say that you didn't date anyone during that time or anything, were you still going into the chat rooms, maybe under a different name or something like that?
Nope.
No, nothing at all?
No, not that I remember.
Okay.
I don't know. I might have gone in the chat rooms. I don't know. I don't remember if I did or not. I didn't really spend a lot of time on the internet except for talking to Amanda when I talked to her.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd be working or I'd be spending time with my nieces and nephew.
What about
So
the time
really
when she said her messenger wasn't working? Remember
Yeah,
that? And she could only go through
yeah.
email. Did you still use your messenger during that time and figure maybe, okay, she can't see me, so
No,
I'm going to start going into chat rooms and stuff?
No, because I had my nieces and nephews a lot of the time. So when
Okay.
she sent me an email, if my nieces and nephew weren't there and we were emailing back and forth to each other, then I'd sit there and wait, keep looking and see when her email come in. And that was actually towards the end before I left to Washington State to come back to Maine, because that happened. Oh, let me see. There was like a week or two that I had hardly heard anything from her at all. So I figured something was going on with her, and that's when I decided that I think it's better if I move back to Maine so I can be closer to her so that we can see each other.
And then you drove through Pennsylvania and never saw her.
Yeah, I got to Pennsylvania and never saw her. You can go through the town that she lived in. Never saw her.
Right. Okay. And then there was Vanessa.
Then there was Vanessa. Vanessa was...
So we've got about 10 minutes left of this call, guys. So we'll do a palate cleanser to finish. So I've put a poll up, if I've done it correctly. This is the first time I've done that, but poll up in there. So vote on what you want to see as your palate cleanser.
Vote for Shake Weight.
22. I think she's 22 in a minute.
And how did you meet her?
Don't influence the jury.
I think that was through country music room.
Okay. So you were slaying all the ladies in the country music room.
Heaven hell. Oh, sorry. I guess I was.
Yeah.
All
right.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Oh, I hate it when Lorne gets his ego boosted there for a second.
Yeah.
So again, we're gonna be completely honest, and I really appreciate that you are. So if Vanessa happened to be a little bit younger, that's okay too. I just want you to know that.
Vanessa was not younger.
Okay.
Vanessa had even talked to Mom and Mom's friend Mel.
Okay.
She promised
All
7
right.
different times. She even told Mom and Mel
That doesn't mean she was younger.
Yeah.
Like, how does her talking to Mom...
That crushed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you said that she was from New York, but she had a West Virginia phone number.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that crushed me because I really had feelings for her.
Mhm.
I talked to her a lot on the phone, and
Mhm.
it was a tough one.
Yeah.
Because before her, I had never spent that much time on the phone with anyone.
Oh, okay, so that's where your addiction started.
Yeah, including Amanda James.
Okay.
I never spent that much time on the phone with her.
Yeah.
So most of the time that we were on the phone, she called me while I was working, and we talked maybe a half hour then, but that would be it. And the rest of the time was on instant messenger.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with Vanessa, that kind of sparked your interest in talking on the phone all the time.
Yeah, I guess it did.
Okay.
Huh.
Did you ever ask her why she never decided to meet you, or did she just disappear?
No, I asked her why. I don't remember what her reasoning was.
Was it because she had a tiger to feed?
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Okay. So is there anything else that you think you want to kind of go over? Anything you're confused about? Things that you're uncomfortable about that we can talk about?
We can listen to a phone conversation.
No, I don't want to listen to a phone conversation right now.
It's an option, Lorne.
No phone conversation right now.
Come on.
That's one of my favorite aspects of the Winnie character.
But we're gonna have
she'll
to do
just
it
start
eventually,
playing him those phone calls randomly.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to do it eventually. I just don't want to do it right now.
We don't have to.
She just winnied.
How do you feel?
This whole thing with all these celebrities makes me uncomfortable and nervous.
Oh, shit. I can check that. Do you want me to see what's up with that? Hold on. If
Yeah,
that's okay, I don't know if Tiffany has a problem with that.
No.
They told Lorne when they were recording to call Debbie Tiffany, so that wasn't a flub up by...
I know.
Yeah, she does.
Joke, Lauren, you were supposed to laugh, damn it. No, Lauren knows that I made up a name for you just to preserve your privacy.
She just explained it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I really get to make sure that you both know everything that's going on with it.
Okay, there's a Gordon Ramsay one. Oh no, it's just an ad. Watch my new show, 24 Hours to Hell and Back. Ugh, with a
This is where
link.
Emma has to start
That
improv.
must be where it's giving me a shout out.
Oh, maybe it's real. Okay. I thought maybe it was just a commercial. Cool. Well, that's cool.
Does the link go to the show, or?
Do you want me to click on it and see? Hold on.
I don't know. What do you two think?
All right.
I just don't want you to click on it and wind up being some virus or some crap.
No, it's a YouTube link.
5, 6, 7,
Oh.
Fuck out of here. Get out! Out! And one more thing. Get out! Romantic dinner. More like a fucked up dinner. All three of you are pathetic. You don't care. I care. You're way behind and you haven't got a fucking clue.
All right. I don't know why you would post that. Excuse me. Excuse me.
It comes with a little, doesn't it?
Wow. That probably would
Okay.
not be a show that you'd want to. I don't know. Does your mom cuss? So if she got a shout out on a show where somebody uses language like that, would she feel offended?
Mom, no.
No. Okay, good. Colin Raye.
Colin Ray?
Yeah, maybe that's
R-A-Y-E?
I love how
R-A-Y-E.
excited he
COLLINRAYE.
That's Colin Ray.
Colin Ray.
gets. I like how, yeah, the way she goes, Colin Ray, and he's like, Colin Ray, like,
Colin Ray. So fucking excited.
Oh, I don't know the fuck that is. Sorry.
You know, some of the songs that I sing on my videos, some of those are Colin Ray's. He's the one that...
Oh, he's a singer.
Yeah, he's my favorite singer. He's my favorite country music singer.
Oh, he's in a band?
No, he's his own. He's a solo act.
There's a picture of an old guy. He has more hair than you, though. With a desert. There's a picture of an old guy with a desert in the background and black shirt.
Yeah, blonde hair.
Yeah.
Parted on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks
Yeah,
English.
like English.
Yeah, just like he has a long face.
What other
Kind of a long face.
What other features do Englishmen have? I'll be able to tell you.
I don't know. All I remember is Mr. Belly from The Jeffersons had kind of a long face and he was English. Just Colin Ray's face is a little bit long.
Oh,
yeah. I think he's English.
You're right.
he's
I mean, there's
English in him.
John Cleese, and then
Alan
there's Charlie Buckets. What's that? The dude's name? The science teacher.
And so I was just away from the computer a couple of minutes, but I'm assuming it got to the point where she's like, oh, you know, Gordon Ramsay's written
Yes.
here, and he's like, oh, he was going to give me a shout out, and they
right,
play.
yeah.
Like, that always blows my mind. Like, I mean, I know Lorne will believe some crazy shit, yeah, but how on earth did he think that was ever, like, could you just imagine, like, you know, Gordon Ramsay's in the middle of one of his Kitchen Nightmares episodes or whatever going, you know, putting the two buns up between someone and saying, oh, you're a fucking idiot sandwich, and just, going to take a break. Shout out to my man, Lorne Armstrong, you know. all the best, mate, you know. Like, fucking hell. Like, what a fucking idiot.
Hey,
I mean,
I'm going to send you a lifetime supply of ham cubes.
yeah. And I say this fully knowing that this is a guy that's got, you know, catfished so many times by different people, multiple times by the same person, but that is right up there with some of his dumbest. Fucking wow.
It was a very big wart. Anyway, forget about that shit.
I don't know.
I forgot. Yeah, that's not true, Lorne. Okay. Keep up the great work, Lorne. I heard you were a big fan of mine. Oh, I guess you're right. He is a famous guy. Maybe we can do. Oh, let's see. Maybe we can do a conversation about. I think about you one day. A duet.
Do it. And so shake weight is 43% and shut the fuck up about Dan is 35%. So get your votes in, guys.
What's
Only
that?
got about
Is
5 minutes left of this call.
that a good song?
That's a good song. I don't think I want to do a conversation with him about I think about you. I don't know why you'd say that one.
No. He wanted. Did you sing it?
Huh?
Did you sing it?
Not on any of those videos.
Okay, maybe I read it wrong. It seems to me like he wanted to see how you would sing it. Maybe we
How
could
I
do
would sing?
yeah. Not duet like a duet, but DOIT.
Okay, read it over again, please.
Keep up the great work, Lorne. I'll send you a picture of it. Keep up the great work, Lorne. I heard you were a big fan of mine. Maybe we can do a conversation of I think about you one day so you can do it. Do it.
Yeah, do it. But that song, I think about you. I'm gonna tell you how the lyrics. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like that being in there. The lyrics in that song,
Uh-huh.
that song actually talks about a father's daughter.
What's wrong with that?
I think
Do
about
you mean like I loved her first?
I loved you first, yeah.
you, 8 years old, big blue eyes and a heart of gold. When I
Well,
look at this world, I think about you.
No wonder Lorne
He's-
likes that song.
Exactly.
Thing that helped pour out the rain song really beautifully.
But
I don't think
know.
it's intended that way. I don't know.
No, I don't think he intended it that way either. It's just that I don't.
Sure he didn't.
I try to stay away from anything that has to do with kids.
Well, that's cool. I mean, whatever. I'm just reading.
I try to think of how the world takes it. And
All right.
it sucks, but
Yeah, there are a lot of that's the only one that has like a bunch of thumbs up. That's how I knew it was a special person. I didn't know that Colin Ray or what was it?
Colin Ray.
Colin Ray. Thank you. I know who that was.
How many thumbs up did he get?
Not very many, just like 38. I just thumbs up
30.
it now. It has 39.
39.
Yeah.
How many of the other ones have?
Lauren, really? Do you think Debbie wants to sit? I mean, Tiffany wants to sit? Just kidding. Here, listen to how many thumbs up everything has. Sylvester Stallone has 598. He's more famous than Colin Ray.
Who?
Sylvester Stallone.
Well, the ones that you send me, they only have like 3 or 4 thumbs up on them, so that's why I thought it was a lot.
Well, yeah, but it's the weekend. So, you know, people, they're out of work. They're just chilling.
Yeah.
You know. Saturday and Sunday are huge. Friday night. So tomorrow there'll probably be even more. Oh, I can see how many people are watching it right now. You want me to check?
Yeah.
All right, viewing live right now, 9 users.
Ugh, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's for part 2.
I mean, we got 100 in here
Yeah.
right now.
Day 2. All right.
I'm lost on all that.
Well, no, well, you know, the day 2 of the chat.
Do you think that'd be a good thing they didn't really hear the original day 1 and day 2?
Yeah, probably you were crying a lot. So, you know.
Thinks he's
that-
being smooth.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm glad we're past that.
Yeah, me too. I want to go now.
He's past that
I do
stage
too.
now.
Okay, bye.
I'm past that stage, and that was it for part 1, guys. So let's have a look.
It is, it's shake weight.
Yeah, but as Shin said, why can't we do both? The damn one is only 30 seconds, and you know, he's got a good point. He's got a
It's
good
a
point.
democracy, damn it.
Yeah.
We voted.
So we'll do both. We'll do the shut the fuck up about Dan first, because really I just can't say no to Shins. Like,
Oh, this is bullshit.
well, you're free to hang up now.
You're
Okay,
going
bye.
you're going against the will of your people.
Hey, my fucking channel. Do what I want.
Oh,
no,
just wait till tomorrow.
I do have to cue that up again now. Hang on.
All right, should I sing "I Loved Her" first?
Yeah, if you sing "I Loved Her" first, I'll be right back.
Look at the two of. I won't do it.
It was going so
It was
well.
great. Like everybody was singing it together on Clobber's stream on Sunday when it
Yes.
came up with the decoy calls. Oh, I was singing it. You know, when him and TLI were.
It was good. Alright, just about there. Now, if I can remember how I did that before.
I couldn't be worse than Lorne.
No one could be. Except Joran. Joran would do it worse.
You know what? I just was watching one of his cover videos today, and I just could not believe that he thought he was good.
I know.
But this isn't about him.
No. Alright, here we go. I think I've done it.
It's not a fucking joke!
Alright, apparently I haven't. Hang on.
Shut the fuck up about Dan! You think I'm fucking kidding?
Here we go.
You fucking do it to me
Let's start
again!
again. Ready? Go.
It's not a fucking joke! Shut the fuck up about Dan! You think I'm fucking kidding? You fucking do it to me again! You'll never talk to me again! I'm sorry. Shut the fuck up about fucking Dan!
You know, all I can think of is when Raptor Bacon like edited the echo at the end of that. So it's like Dan.
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
all I hear now.
Yep. Now, once again, thanks for that, Shins. I love that. Alright, let's do some shake weights. And then we'll finish up, guys. Hang on, why is it all skewed?
Hello everyone, welcome to the Lorne reality show. It's the exercise show that I told you guys that I do. And yeah, I know I look fat in the shirt, but no, I'm not. But
Just gotta bring that up.
Yeah.
the first thing we're going to start doing is start stretching out. So we're going to stretch out because you don't stretch your muscles, it's going to wind up hurting. You'll regret it in the long run, so we're not going to.
Hey, Kelp, if you send me the link to that, I can post it in
most
chat.
days the arms, because that's everybody keeps asking about my arms. So what I did to get them this way. So we're gonna be concentrating on that, and we're gonna be doing it in my backyard today. So first thing we want to do is you're gonna hold your hands.
Hey, Vexy, you did make it for the end. Arguably, probably the best part, so enjoy.
Like this. So they're in a diamond shape.
And J Rel, g'day.
We're gonna come back here. We're gonna do 10 push-ups.
Wait, was that 10?
Right there.
I've never actually counted it, but I wouldn't
don't-
put it. I wouldn't put it past him. Hang on, shall we see?
I didn't think that was 10. Yeah, we gotta go back.
All right, ready? Count it out, everyone.
All right.
1,
1,
2,
2.
3, 4, 5. Slowing up now.
He's
6,
slowing down. 6,
7,
7,
8, 9,
uh,
10. Oh,
he
gotta
did
give
it. Oh, I thought he
There's
did like
10 push-ups right
6.
there.
Gotta give it to the slight chunky.
We got it. Yep. Now he's
so you-
completely out of breath.
Another
Yeah, exactly.
thing that you can do that is really it's gonna hurt. So especially when you're not used to it. So you want to take some weights. I got 20-pound weights right here. Take some weights. Both ends, and you're gonna get down on the ground and do push-ups that way.
And you gotta
What you
love
gotta
that
do
he
is
cleaned
you
up the
push
back
down.
area for this video.
I know.
Push
You
up.
know, it really
And
helped.
go bring it back up with you. And switch them off just like that. So we're gonna go like this. So you reach down like this. And the closer you put your feet together, the harder it is. And that's so long.
He then proceeds to separate his feet.
Right. He's not flat. Like you have to be straight and do those push-ups. His like ass is in the air. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Shins did this so much better.
He did. We'll watch that next one. And I think one of my favourite things about this video, I mean, how exhausted he is already is hilarious, but you just know it's just like a prelude to the shake weight bit. It's just like, fucking, get to the shake weight, dude.
Okay, now that right there is gonna work your stomach muscles and your arms and your shoulders and your chest. Because you're working all those muscles at one time. and it's also going to work your back muscles.
He cannot breathe.
As you can tell.
Yeah,
he's struggling. Like he like can't speak. He's like, that's 50 years of
I'm
smoking.
sniffling a little bit because we've got a cold breeze here, and
of course,
I
it's a
got a few
cold breeze.
allergies. But now, when you do these, this is why I stress that you stretch your muscles. Because
Just the wind, just completely blocking him out.
But now, for just weight, we're gonna do is just do some regular ones like this. We'll hold them out like this, so that way you want to try to keep your arm away from your body. Because you put it next to your body, you're actually using your body to lift the weights and not really your arm. So if you put it away from your body, you're using all your arm. We'll do 10 of them.
He has such an oddly proportioned body.
He really does.
His legs look so tiny, and his neck is huge.
7.
And the shirt is so big.
Yeah, it's like
9.
But like,
he must have just found it out of the trash.
Yeah, like it's clearly really fucking old because it's been stretched in odd places. Like
Right.
10. And the slower you do it, the harder it is. Because if you try to do them fast, then all you're doing is bobbing back and forth like this, and you're not really getting the weight up there, and you're not using your arm like you're supposed to. So you want to try to do it just as slow as you can, or slower. Find your own speed at it, but do it slow. Don't do it fast. If you do it fast, it's not going to do you any good. And we'll do this one. Six.
I love the bunched up socks. He has like big. You can tell they're like long white socks that he's like smushed down on his ankle.
Yeah, and he's just like rolled them down, like not even like, you
Right.
know, like, I mean, I don't know if I was anyone who did it, but like, you know, we had to wear long socks when I was at school, but like you'd kind of push them down, like you wouldn't roll them down, you'd push them down so they were kind of like crunched up, but he's like rolled them.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. It's like that weird. Yeah. It's You don't roll them. You push. Yeah. Just push them down.
like he can't even wear socks properly. He's such a fuck up.
8, 9, 10. All right. And another one that I do is taking the weights and putting them right in front of you.
Oh, here we go.
Up and down like this.
Here we go.
You can try it with just one first. Try to do just one. And then get all you need for the first time.
He wishes.
You want to hold them right out straight. Hold your arms right out straight. And keep your body straight too. You don't want to spread your legs apart because your stomach muscles are going to start hurting a little bit. And your chest muscles, it's really going to work your chest muscles a lot.
When this shake weight comes out, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, so we'll do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3,
What are you
4,
doing?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He's about to die.
Okay, you want to take a little breather.
Yeah, you need
do.
Work all these
You
muscles.
do,
You
Lorne.
start out working all these muscles off one time with no interruption, which is normally what I do. Then you have to let air get to your muscles. You want the oxygen to get to your muscles, so that way it helps them to heal better, and you're not hurting as much. But if you try to rip them out one at a time, or one right after the other one, you're gonna wind up ripping a muscle, or tearing a muscle, or pulling a muscle, and that's the last thing that you want to do.
Just like how he became a lawyer in prison, he is
Yeah.
now a health expert.
And like, it really just feels like he's stalling here before he does the next thing. It's like,
Right.
you'll end up
Right.
ripping a muscle, or tearing a muscle, or pulling a muscle,
Right.
or hurting a muscle. Like, just like,
Trying to get air.
breathe, Lorne, breathe.
I'm going to show you an exercise that you do not want to do. So I did this exercise before,
So why
and
show it?
I regretted it. But
I mean, his whole life is a cautionary tale, so why shouldn't his exercise video be?
and like this right here, you don't want to do that exercise right there. I did that before, and I don't know, something happened with my arm, but I had wind up holding it up. All that
He's talking all this muscle shit, and then he goes, "Oh, I don't know what happened to it."
Something happened with my arm.
had me down and wind up going numb on me and hurt.
Like imagine going to the gym and this guy's your personal trainer. Like, you know, I do this, I did this, and something happened to my arm. Like, are you qualified, sir?
So I'd have to hold it up like this all the time. And it was pretty irritating after a while. But another one that we're gonna do.
Oh yes. Here we
It's
go.
this one right here.
Here we go.
Now see,
Here we go.
as we go,
Come on.
see, I'm saying take a breather, and I'm not even taking the breath that I should take.
Yeah, we know.
But-
We can tell.
But it is important to let your
But
body
I'm not going to do it. It's
relax a
important, but
little
I'm
bit.
not going to do it.
while you're doing it until you get used to doing it. Because once you get used to doing it, then your body can handle it. And you'll be able to do one right after another after another. And me, I like getting a good workout in, so I just go and go and go, and until I completely warm myself out.
So he's done 3 reps. He's done 3 reps of different fairly light exercise at this point. But he's telling us how he just likes to keep going and going and going, yet he's got one foot in the grave currently.
But this right here, it's called the shockwave. And what you do with this, there's several ways that you can use this thing. See what it does? It pops up and down like this.
You can emulate
So,
phone
I'm
checks
sure you've
while
probably
you're
seen it on
with your
TV
catfish
before.
girlfriend.
So what this does is
I mean, the scary thing is he's more worn out during like his 5 minutes of fapping during phone sex than he is.
Then, right,
this.
exercising.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wish, you know when on calls he'll be like, hang on, I gotta struggle? Like, he says struggle, and then he's just like, he's just screaming. He's not even doing that.
No.
Like,
No.
helps the back muscles. Takes really, especially for females, it takes the flab off the back muscles.
Females.
yeah,
And
you
Listen up,
females.
females. This is for you.
Listen up,
This is especially
you
for the
women.
females.
Woman.
Where women get flab or fat back on the back of their arms more.
Not like
That
Lorne.
helps take that down, and also helps tighten up the chest muscles up here and the stomach muscles. You'll find that it helps the whole back of the whole front of the body and the shoulders. It really helps every part of the body, and it helps to lean it down so you get that fat and flab off there that you don't want on there. So I'm not going to do this very long because normally I do it for 5 minutes, but I'm just going to do it for a couple right now, and I'll show you a couple different ones. You want to go like this? You do not want to
He's
hold
just jerking a
your
dick
hand
off
right up
in his
against
face.
that.
That's
You want
all
to
I
hold on
can
the
say.
grip. So if you hold your hand up against that, you're going to start hurting this knuckle
He's
right
double
here.
fisting it.
So you hold your arm on the grip, you don't hurt that knuckle.
This is a little something I learned in prison. He can't even keep it
Do that
steady.
right there. Normally you want to do it for like 5 minutes worth of up here because it's not that hard of an exercise. It gets hard on the arms because you're tightening up the arms. But here's another way that you can do it right here.
Do this from behind.
Fuck is that? Look at him.
I know that looks funny, but what it does is it tightens up your 2 ab muscles right up here. And it actually probably does the second layer of your ab muscles too. But
Probably.
But then another thing that you can do with it, like that.
can't even do it.
Then you're tightening up all of your ab muscles here, and even along here. And you turn on the other side. You're doing the same thing, tightening up your ab muscles here and over here. But those there are harder to do. You find it awkward doing them.
What is he even saying?
That's what those there are good for. Another one.
He dropped it.
Like this. Like that. What that does is it tightens up your back muscles right up here, which is both. It's good for both men and women. Because that it helps your shoulders to get stronger and keeps the fat and flab away from them.
I can't believe he put it down and then picked it back up.
That's right.
Alright, we're gonna...
What are we gonna do, Lorne?
Another one.
Come on.
He can't think.
Another one that I do. Well, I don't know if I want to do that one this time or not, but you're gonna find this video is gonna be uncut.
Like Roy.
That's me in reality doing it than any other way. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a series of push-ups, which is only, well, how can I do that? Alright, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna do the diamond shaped one. See, I kind of got my routine out of order a little bit than what I normally do. So
what routine?
we're gonna go like this, make your diamond shaped, and do these 10 push-ups or whatever you can do at the time. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Another 10.
And we're gonna do push-ups with the weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then we're gonna do these. And take, just like this.
Just like with the shake weight.
Yeah, just exactly the same thing.
6, 7, 8.
Wait a minute, he started at 5. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He's using the rest of his body. He's swinging his hips. He's
We're gonna
doing
work
what he just doing his
our biceps.
Yeah, but that's only for the first 5 minutes of the workout. Once you're past that, you do whatever you can. Keep it going, Lorne.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Look at him use his butt. He's swinging himself into it.
6, 7.
Hey, come on, stop, Lorne. We'll give you 10.
Like, I would have accepted this, you get the idea. Like, just do a couple, and then let the class go on.
3, 4, 5, 6.
He's thrusting into these still.
You don't want to do, just starting out, you don't want to do any more than that, then take your breather. That's what we're going to do this week for the show.
He can't breathe.
And next week, we'll concentrate on some other things. And,
Something that won't whip
least
me as
now-
quickly.
people will be able to start exercising.
Go back to cooking shitty food.
start getting their fat, winter fat gone and their summer skin in. So, thank you everybody, and we'll see you next time on Lorne Reality.
See you, Lorne.
What if he just falls over in front of the camera?
Yeah. I reckon if he went for another 2 minutes, that's what happens. Produced by Lorne Armstrong, encouraged by the community. I haven't watched that before.
Lord,
We
if
all
you made more of
encouraged
these,
him.
I would encourage it.
Good one, guys. I hope you're happy.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry I laughed so. That was so funny.
That was very funny.
Fuck.
That's not what I want. Alright, guys. So that's going to do it there. So thank you very much for being here as always, and thank you, Winnie's boyfriend/husband/fiance, for for being here as well. This was a lot of fun. So as
Thank you.
as we said at the start, so we're going to do part 2 tomorrow on Winnie's boyfriend/husband's channel. Which I'm looking forward to that. So I hope you can all join us there as well. And I noticed in the chat before, someone put up that, what's his name? I've completely blanked.
The large Fathertron.
Yes, the large Fathertron is streaming after this, or maybe about now. So we'll get out of here now. Please jump over and watch him. I know I will be. I always enjoy his streams. And yeah, so anything you're wanting to say before we went?
I was just saying that I just posted the link to my channel, so if you don't have it, that's where we'll be tomorrow. It should be the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, fantastic. So I've really enjoyed this, guys. Appreciate you all being here as always. As Fly Guy Fi says, delete your archives, and we will catch you tomorrow. All right, night, guys.